Alright, so we should be going now. After a slight false start. Good thing we keep checking that. So, hello to everyone up there. Anything else you need to adjust?
Just checking a few things, characters, what they need.
Alright.
While waiting for a minute.
Also, you're going to adjust the... Not necessary, but... Alright, so, hello to everyone out there. Welcome back to this playthrough of Super Robot Wars Z2 Saisei. I'm Ryu, this is Zero. We're going ahead and ensuring that everyone has all skills we'll want them to here. As we've just picked up a couple of new characters, sort of. As you can see here, we went ahead and maxed out the Zero's Shinkiro, because, let's be honest, it needs it. As its absolute defense barrier is glorious, nullifies any damage under 4,000, but at the same time it chews through 30 energy per hit. So by fully upgrading him, we were able to make that a cost of 0. So he's almost invincible now. We're definitely going to want to buy support defense on him.
But first, hidden away.
Certainly. So, to go ahead and explain what happened to us last time. To begin with, we wound up encountering Insalam again. They had deployed this enormous structure called a zone. I do not remember what that stands for, if it stands for anything in particular.
They didn't say.
Yes, they did not say. Yet. But it's a giant hub for dimensional energy, which absorbs it from its surroundings, and basically kills the surrounding landscape. Everything around it was turned to sand. Setsuko wound up utilizing her sphere's power to be able to seal it away temporarily, although that means she is sealed away as well. As a result, we have lost the Virgola glory and will not be getting it back for quite a while. But we will find a way somehow, come what may. So, just quickly check and ensure that we are in fact still streaming with some problems we're having. Yep, alright, does look like we are in fact still streaming, just our streaming laptop having some technical difficulties. So, continuing on from that, we headed back to China for repairs. In China, we wound up heading to the Forbidden Palace, and Wu Fei wound up gate-crashing the Empress of China's wedding. Was this a good thing? Actually, probably, as she really didn't want to be married to some way older prince from Britannia, who's kind of a jerk and completely abandoned her.
We do not get a ton of units next chapter.
Or at the very least, a lot will be auto-deployed. But hey. Now, this chapter we should be up to some fun school hijinks back at Ashford Academy. Poor Lelouch, if I remember correctly. Note, swapping with your ninja maid is not always a good idea. If I remember correctly. Off we go. Let's see. This would be the special team that the UN has put... The Federation has put together, I believe. Let's see. No, those are not kanji dictionary. That is the name of the... That is the... My dictionary here is not wanting to cooperate at all. So, I'll close that down and restart helping it. Apologies for the glitches here. Come on. You should be able to see something. So my dictionary refuses to recognize any of what's on screen at the moment as legitimate Japanese. Okay. Fine, this is the Special Observation Team's private room or something like that. That's all I have to report on the incident that occurred in the Chinese Federation. Good work, Your Highness. But that face of yours... looks as though you had... looks as if you had a good harvest there. I suppose so. Even if it was as just a way of biding time, I had a pretty enjoyable... I had my first enjoyable fight there in a while. And in addition, I was able to confirm what we talked about last time. And what do you mean by that? Exactly as you said, Zero is still young. It may only have been a little, well, but I think I've been able to figure out more about who he is. Isn't that pleasant? However, the situation isn't good at all. Apparently Duke Delmai, who's been strengthening his position amongst the top brass of the A-Laws. The innovators,
But they aren't innovators.
Yes, they're not innovators, they're invades. But they keep calling themselves innovators. Why? Because Ribbons is conceited that way. He's Ribbons. So. Let's see, it appears as though Duke Dalmayu and... it appears as though Duke Dalmayu and the others have yet to realize the fact that we're on to them. Let's see. And from what I've been able to determine, it appears as if the Duke has gone over your head in order to try and develop new weapons for Oz. It really is a bother, isn't it? After all that man can think of a battle as is a way of solving conflicts. Exactly the opposite is ex-Marquise, At any rate, how is ZEXIS moving now? They've gone ahead and left China and headed towards Area 11. Is Zero about to cause yet another riot? I wonder. It appears as though his goals aren't simply to liberate that land. I'm sorry, Schnezel. Since I'm unable to make an open move here, I've had to rely on you quite a lot. Don't worry about it. After all... no. Yeah. Don't worry about it. After all, I'm not as much of a romanticist as you. After all, it's precisely because you're unable to do anything here that I'm able to move like this. What's happening within Salam is starting to bother me. All we can do is let them take care of it. That's right. For the sake of a better future for this world. Back to Area 11. Ashford Academy in Tokyo. The underground intel gathering facility underneath Ashford Academy. What's the meaning of this? It's the first time I've come back to Area 11 in a while. So why have I been set up to go on a date with 100 people? To be more precise, it's 108 people, Master Lelouch. It's all because of Miss Sayoko, oh brother. Since Master Lelouch had ordered me to keep up his appearances, and try and interact with others, but there's a limit to how much you can do. Ooh, even though you're just a body double, you went way too far. Let's see. With her perfect imitation skill. Well, listen, the fact that she swore absolute loyalty to me and Nunnally, Sayoko should have been the best possible body double. But I made a mistake. I forgot the fact that she's a complete airhead. I sincerely apologize, Master Lelouch. No, don't worry about it. So long as the fact that I'm not in Area 11 isn't discovered by the Britannians, and you'll have done fairly well. Far too often, Sayoko, brother. After all, she's supposed to be a ninja, right? More correctly, I'm a member of the secret police. As the 37th head of the Shinozaki family. I suppose I have no choice. I'll be the one to go on the date with 108 people in your place. Even if it will be only for a short period of time, I'll spend some time alone with each of them. There's a possibility that something will go wrong when that happens. That's impossible! For my brother, who hasn't no stamina of any kind, there's no way you can keep up with a schedule like that. And even if you were able to keep up with it physically, it'd take a huge mental toll on you. Don't worry, Rollo. If that date of present melees goes well enough, this should be solved in an instant. Something that President Melee come up with? That's right. What she's calling it is Cupid's Day. Or so it would seem. I have a bad feeling about this. Looks like I was on the money. Tokyo Shopping District. So this is the Tokyo of Area 11? It's almost exactly the same as our Tokyo, isn't it? Looks decent enough. Yeah. After all, this area is a place where most 11s don't come. But the feeling of this town's changed a bit. I don't know quite how to put it, but it's almost like people are far more aggressive against Japanese like us. Is it because Nunnally wound up taking over as governor? No, it's people aren't as aggressive towards Japanese like us, right. Major mistake there, yes. Is it because Nunnally became governor? I'm sorry, Colin. We shouldn't be comparing it like that. It's fine. I know, Yama. Since everyone said they wanted to see Area 11, I was actually kind of happy you guys would want to see it. And why would that be? It's been 8 years since our Japan was taken over by the Britannian Union. This country itself has been completely silenced and shut off from the rest of the world. Because of that, I'm kind of happy that the people from the other Japan would want to see what it's like. Miss Colin. Someday, I'm certain that the Earth Federation will become a true federation and actually unify this entire planet. And when that time comes, I'm certain that our Japan and your Japan as well will be able to go back to being siblings again. Yeah, that's the reason that we're doing our best as well. Come to think of it, where's the CEO and Kape?
Oh no.
Everyone said that they were heading towards a sort of place called Ashford Academy. Wait, they're going to Ashford Academy? Well, after all, it seems as if there's some sort of really interesting event going on there soon. So I think they wanted to go see it. An event. Don't tell me. Is the president doing something crazy again? I have a prediction of trouble. Ashford Academy. Hey, Shirley. All those promises of dates. All those promises of dates that you made. Come on. Work, work, work. Did you postpone them all for this event? Yes. After all, it's something that President Millet put on explicitly. Put together specifically. As the Vice President, I have to make sure that I participate in this. I wonder about that. Are you certain that it's not just it was too much of a pain, so you tried to abandon it? Surely. To think that you wouldn't just go out gambling and betting on people, but to think that you toy with women's hearts. You're the worst! Poor Lelouch's girlfriend. That's no good, Vice President Lelouch. You shouldn't make a woman cry. You are... As of today, I've transferred into this academy. I'm Gino Weinberg. Nice to meet you. The Knight of Three? What's going on here? Why would one of the rounds be here at Ashford Academy? Are you shocked, Lelouch? After all, Suzaku talked about it. Apparently, after hearing Suzaku talk about it a lot, he decided he wanted to study here for a while as an exchange student. And by the way, there's another transfer student here as well. The Knight of Six. Anya Arstreim? I have your data. What? Look here! Everyone, welcome! I'm pleased to announce that the start of today's event, Cupid's Day, is about to begin!
Why?
So that's Count Lloyd's fiancée, Millie Ashford, huh? Cupid's Day? Alright. For the transfer student Knights of the Round here and the others, I'll go ahead and explain the rules one more time. Once this event starts, everyone around this academy will running around trying to find a person and tag them on the forehead. If you want end up tagging someone else's forehead, for this day alone, they'll be your lover. And in addition, this is an open event, so we've been allowed to bring in people from other events as well, from other schools as well.
Oh no.
Don't tell me. Are we going to have to participate in this too? Of course! You should just go ahead and give up here. After all, at this academy, President Millet makes all the rules. I imagine dead fish eyes here. No. This is all a part of my exchange studying here. After all, I should go ahead and participate in this. The way he's acting, it looks as if those two really did come here to try and enjoy academy life for a while. If that's the case, I'll have to focus on my plans. I need to avoid having any bad rumors spread here. Destroy this world? No, if I wind up having any bad rumors spread here, it'll be completely impossible for me to destroy this world and remake it anew. All of the conditions have been cleared. Cupid's Day. With today's event, I'll be able to take care of all the problems I've had with women here. Lulu? What is it, Shirley? I'm going to be serious here. Huh?
Oh right, Koji's a high schooler, isn't he?
Hey, isn't that guy who's being stared at by the cute girl over there someone we saw here before? The guy we saw back in the warehouse? Yeah. Back when we were trying to track down Zero's mask, it seemed like he had a lot of problems. That guy, right? That guy's Lelouch Lamperouge. He's the vice president of this academy's student council. His sister Nunnally is currently Area 11's governor. So in other words, I guess that means Nunnally's brother Lelouch is a member of the Britannian nobles? It seems like he's got some crazy stuff going on here. So Cullen asked us not to get too close to Lelouch, but there's a lot of girls standing around him. Seems like he's pretty popular. Well, I mean, he's pretty smart, and as you can see, he's pretty good looking too, so he's pretty popular amongst the female students. Is that so? I mean, I'll admit he's handsome, but There's something strange about him. Yeah. After all, back when we first met him, he said he was screaming weird stuff about something trying to get rid of stress, right? Stress, huh? Looks like Lelouch was having a lot of problems back where I didn't know. Saji, you were a student here, right? You sure you shouldn't go and see your friends? Yeah. After all, I gave up on the academy partway through, so it doesn't exactly feel good to be back. And it looks like they've got a lot of stuff going on, so... It looks like due to all the stuff that was going on, a lot of the students have left with new ones joining, so there aren't that many people I know. Come on, here when I wound up coming here for a little while as students, remember? After all, there should be a couple of people you know around that Lelouch guy, right? Wasn't just the world, but even this place changed. Hey, Saji! Hey, if you were going to show up at the academy, why didn't you come and say hello? President Millet? Looks like you've gotten a bit more grown up in the time I haven't seen you. Is it because you went out to space? Oh, and Du was there as well. You guys getting along well outside of the academy? I guess so, but this is incredible. Even though we were only here for a little while, you still remembered me? Of course! After all, I'm the president of this student council. But, President, I had thought you were supposed to have already graduated. Haha, unfortunately I got held back a year. But let's ignore that for now. Besides, since you're here inside the school, you guys should participate in the event as well. Of course. Everyone who came with Saji as well.
Oh.
Don't tell me.
No.
You're including us too? All the members of ZEXIS. They said they were going to go around Area 11, but to think they'd come to the academy? Hey, Vice President. Looks like we meet again. Yeah. You're the guys who were with Duo. Oh, helping out at a part-time job back at Yokosuka, right? But please, keep the fact that I was there a secret from everyone here at the academy. What are you whispering about, Lulu? No, it's nothing. Surely, she looks like she's serious about this. Saji! Isn't that Saji? Haha. I've been here for a while, though. Forgive her, Saji. After all, Shirley's betting everything on today's event here. Come to think of it, what about you, Revol? After all, I'm pretty sure the president will be participating in this. Of course I'm going to do everything I can. I'm the most serious I could possibly be about this. Incredible. He's going, his straightforward earnestness is turning into a visible aura. Alright. We may as well enjoy this here.
Are you a
Let's
high school
participate
student?
too. Quite possibly. That sounds fun. I wonder how many girls I'll be able to tag. Toga, you... Looks like he completely has misunderstood the point of this event. There's no way I could lose to someone like that. Alright, everyone. This event's about to start. So, everyone take some distance from each other. In order to clear this mission, I have to make sure I stay away from everyone at ZEXIS. Lelouch ran away! Wait a minute, Lelouch. Good luck! Make sure you capture that Lelouch guy. Thanks for cheering me on. Alright then, everyone, take your positions. This looks a bit interesting. Hidaka, the model is right in front of my eyes. This is a chance given to us by the gods. Let's do this!
Yeah, no, you're not gonna.
What is this? I feel a lot of people staring at me. A beautiful kid. Half-length shorts. All of us big sisters feel incredible. That student council president. She almost feels kind of like Cheryl. A man? Or is that a woman? Who cares at this point? Oh no. Alright then. Cuba's Day? Let's start!
Poor Alto.
But considering his mech training, particularly the flight mech training, I'd say he can probably outrun most students. Ashford Academy Library. Lulu, no matter how much of a worthless person you may be, no, it's because you're a worthless person that I have to face you down.
Now the clear option here is to jump through the window.
Let's see. The number of women around me who are targeting me are roughly 97 people. Alright. At this rate, I should be able to do it. Lulu, I'm coming for you. Counting on you, Rollo. Let's go, bro.
That is dangerous.
Activate Gias for this stupid purpose?
That could kill him.
Ugh. It's really hard to stop this many people at once. He's gotta hurry up and hide quickly and change with Miss Sayoko.
Spastic?
Huge cheering. People running everywhere.
That's what's going on. I thought an earthquake might be occurring.
Nope. Everyone's really fired up. I guess so. After all, you couldn't I mean, come on. With what's happening here, you couldn't imagine all the fights that are happening across the world. But isn't that fine? Isn't it a wonderful thing to be able to enjoy peace like this? Good luck, Alto! Make sure you run away for Shell and Ranka's sake, too! Koji! Don't act like this is someone else's problem! Haha, it's hard to be good looking, isn't it? Koji? What's wrong, Sayaka? You're fidgeting a lot. It's fine. Fine? What is? I give up! What did I do? Isn't it nice to be young?
Crow, you're only 22.
Don't talk like that's someone else's problem. After all, it looks like people are running this way rather quickly. Crow! I challenge you!
Dodge.
What do you think you're doing aiming for my head? Damn it! Why can't I hit you? I just imagine that Crow's just doing the typical anime style dodge of like just blur movement as wild swipes are being taken. Upper half of his body, only thing that's moving as he slowly walks backwards. It's just...
I mean, he's an elite military guy.
Yes. Why can't I hit you? That's just a systematic response. After all, I've been really well trained in how to make use of my opponent's strength and dodge their attacks. Like this, I won't be able to hit his forehead. What are you saying about hitting his forehead? Why don't you talk about that a bit more, Esther? Shut it! Alright! Sorry, Esther. But I've got a disease where anytime someone touches my forehead, my debt will get even larger. But in your case, that has to do with your entire body, doesn't it? And it's completely incurable, isn't it? Oh, shut it, you. You're the one who should shut it. I'll be sure to get that long hair of yours. Esther's got quite the guts, doesn't she? But Crow's bad luck dealing with women is bad as always, isn't it? Is that so? Rather than just being bad with women, looks to me like he's just trying to avoid that girl. But after all, well, thanks to what we saw back at Luminesha there, it became pretty obvious why he's so bad at dealing with women. That Marilyn woman, huh? Yeah, she does seem as if she could inflict some pretty tough trauma onto people. It's alright with you? Could we please let us touch your forehead? Sorry, ladies. But we're about it being partners like that. But we're about it being partners for just a limited time. If you're alright with that, though, we'd at least be willing to go on a date with you. That's perfectly fine. Whoa. Those two are doing really well. Are you not going to chase anyone down, AG? What about you? Do you think it's okay to leave Toga alone? Well, he's got someone watching him, I think. Alright, shall we go at it? Let's do it. What the hell is AG doing? Yeah, the two of them are talking on their own, so why don't we leave them? You're not gonna go chase down Sirius? My brother doesn't like events like this. So, why are you over here by me? I'll go ahead and just say this at the start. But this crepe I bought is mine. If you want some, go buy your own. Yeah, that's it. It's crepes. Will you please give me some, Apollo? I told you, go ahead and buy your own. Indirect kiss? Hey. You there. Do you want to try and touch my forehead? Or would you prefer me to touch yours? What should I do? Hey, Lamia. What is it, sister? Let's go back to the quarters and macronize. I'm gonna touch Michelle's forehead since he's getting way too carried away here. Please calm down. If you do that, this entire academy will turn to hell in an instant. Shin. What is it, Luna? Won't you touch me? You idiot! Something like that. Are you not going to? Even if we don't do something like that, we're already lovers, right? That's right. Yeah, that's right. It's nice for... It'd be nice to be in her position. What's wrong, Fa? It's nothing. I'm happy just to be by Camille's side. Yeah, it's not like you need to be his lover or anything, right?
It's not like all the other ones die. It's kind of like a curse, really.
So this is what it's like to be a normal student. Do you want me to try and chase you down? After all, you've been chasing me down this whole time, so now it's my turn to try and chase you. Mary. Let's go, Alleluia. This is incredible. That's incredible watching Alleluia and Mary try and do that. Well, I mean, they're super soldiers. They've been physically and mentally enhanced. They're probably moving at a speed almost no one else here can match. Yeah. It's almost like they're a pair of ninjas. But it looks like they're having fun, doesn't it? This may be the first time she's been able to have fun outside of battle. Don't tell me. Are you the members of ZEXIS? That voice. Don't tell me. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Gino Weinberg. Number 3 of Britannian Empire's Knights of the Round. You're trying to fight against us here too? If you really want to. What? But I'd better not. After all, who'd want to fight at a place like this? Huh? After all, we are technically all members of the Federation military here. No matter how much you may have members of Black Knights with you, so long as you aren't actively committing crimes, I have no reason to fight. Is that really okay? Well, if you do intend to fight me, then I'd be more than happy to take you on. We don't intend to do that. After all, we aren't fighting because we want to try and destroy the Federation or anything. Alright. As long as we aren't actively on a battlefield, I'd like to get along well with you. Come to think of it, is that Ace of the Black Knights not here? I thought her name was Kozuki Colin or something like that. You're talking about Colin. She's currently somewhere else. That's unfortunate. I'd seen a couple of pictures of her before, but I thought I'd like to meet her directly and see her face. Is that for some sort of declaration of battle? No. I think I kind of like her. I see. Come to think of it, is Suzaku not here? He's currently busy somewhere else. He said he'd meet up with us later, though. What's wrong, Esther? with that Kyo thing that stuck after the names of members of the rounds? Hugh, you're from the Britannian Union, right? Do you really not know? Of course I don't. The place I was living was way out in the countryside. It's something... Ah, I see. So it has to do with the fact that they're all lords such and such or whatever. So, rather than being kun or san or something like that, they have a or to talk that they're a knight. Yeah. It's something that they stick on the end to make sure you know they're a knight. If that's the case, the old man who lived near my house might have been a knight too. Everyone called him... Oh dear. Pun I do not recognize. Yes, so, yeah, some sort of pun about knight, an old knight or something like that. You... Luis, the students here may have changed, but this academy is the same as always. Lelouch, Raval, Shirley and the President are all the same. Saji. Hey, Setsuna. Do you feel a bit nostalgic coming back to Area 11 here? I met with Louis Harvey back at the Chinese Federation. Huh? Ashford Academy Student Council Room. That's good, that's good. Everyone's fully enjoying their youth. Are you going to participate as well, Nina? You haven't changed, Millet. That might be so. But I'm in shock. To think that you'd come visiting here all of a sudden. I need to meet up with Professor Lloyd here in Area 11. And how's Count Lloyd doing? After all, he is technically my fiancé. He is the same as always. That's nice. Looks as if you're doing all you can. I'm happy to see that. Happy? Yeah. If you ever wind up feeling worried about something, feel free to talk to me about it. Stop it. Huh? I like you, Millet, but I don't like people looking down on me. You know? Lady Euphemia didn't run away. She saved me even at the cost of even by putting her life on the line. She alone saved me. But... Stop just saying things! You're always playing around, and whenever something troublesome happens, you just use her name of Ashford as a shield. After all, is it a relationship with Professor Lloyd just like that as well? You're always looking down on me and trying to take over as a guardian or something like that. I'm different. I've been working for Prince States in order to develop weapons and defeat Zero. Oh, acknowledge me, Nina. Oh dear. She's going to have some problems later on. And she's going to cause some problems. Anyways, back to the secret hideout. Well done, Rollo. Thanks to you, I was able to swap safely with Sayoko. Yeah. Are you okay? After all, your ability to freeze people's perception of time in an area, your Gias, does it stop your heart? Don't worry about me, brother. Something like this is nothing at all. All we need to do now is leave things up to Miss Sayoko and hope she runs away until it's done. Even by sacrificing yourself. How if you intend to prove yourself to me. Familial bonds are a cruel thing, aren't they? Good luck. Try your best, Rollo. For an impostor like you who stole Nunnally's place, I'll prepare the worst possible punishment for you. Well, if you really didn't want to deal With women that much, shouldn't you have just let yourself be caught by Shirley? Now, thinking about the situation, that would have been a possible route. That's no good. But why? But I mean, she's clearly fallen for you. After all, she wound up shooting me in order to try and protect you. And that's exactly why. I don't want her to get involved any further in this. Huh? Let's see. Shirley and the President were both put under the Emperor's Gias and forgot all about Nunnally. My battle is no longer my own alone. The Emperor of Britannia, which plays about with people's fates. I won't forgive them. What's wrong, Villetta? Lelouch, what orders did you give to Sayoko? No matter what happens, run away until the time limit's up. Look at the observation monitors! Something crazy's happening! This is bad. With this, my character's going to be completely ruined! Brother? Wait, Rollo! Look at monitor 12! Those people are... we have intruders at a time like this? Not good. Lelouch! Let me touch you! Haha! Capture me if you can! Oh no!
Oh god, clamp proportions.
That's an incredible jump! I'm betting that's his school bag on his head there. That is just so glorious. That person, they aren't ordinary at all. Has a calm and rational analytic mind, has good looks, doesn't lose it to stress, and to top it off has crazy athletic skills? No, there's something clearly weird about that. What's with that? Is he really the sort of person who can do absolutely anything? This is just my gut telling me this, but there's something weird about that guy! Well, I mean, come on. You look at him like that, there's definitely something off. In a lot of ways. Poor Lelouch. Alright. I was able to escape the female students. Now I just need to keep an eye on my speed. I just imagine Lelouch is like down a hallway or a nook or something, just grabs her. Cyril, go! Look, Lelouch? What the hell was with that? Are you trying to make me into some sort of Superman? Well, I mean, you ordered me to get away no matter what happened. This was a failure. Again, I forgot how airheaded she can be. Look, Lelouch, someone's coming!
There's that answer. All the participants wore that on their head. A blue or pink heart on their head.
Okay. Oh dear. I can't afford to be seen here. I'll take on Lelouch's role. Alright, good luck. Just disappears. I have to do that. I can't do it. I can't afford to wait. I'll have to escape here on my own. Lelouch Lamperouge. Hey, you're a hero, right? It's been a while. Back since I helped rescue your sister a while ago. What are you talking about? I don't have a sister. I've lost my memories of Nunnally. I can't afford to miss up on my answers here. At this academy, your sister wound up getting along well with that woman. That woman? Let's see. But all trace of them has disappeared. Someone intentionally wound up removing all traces of their time here. This guy. Don't tell me. Lelouch Lamperouge. You... Hero. Worst possible timing! Melina Darlian. This is a chance for me! Hero, I don't know what you're talking about, but I have business with the student council. Allow us to talk later on. Makes use of that just to escape. He ran away. I'm sorry, Hero. Looks like I interfered with something. No, don't worry. Something strange? No, I was just thinking it's been a while since I've seen you off of a battlefield. Is that so? It's been the first time in a while I've returned to Area 11. But to think that something like this would happen? Makes me feel that everything is almost as bad as what I've been doing is zero. Lulu. Hey, Shirley. Did something happen? A little while ago, you were acting kind of strange there. Shirley? Alright, we'll leave that love scene here at this. Who are you? We're the mercenary group, the Crimson Fang. And as of now, we shall take over this academy! What? Chapter 18, Ashford Rhapsody. You could not have chosen a worse time to try this.
I'm sure they could have.
But they've got all these giant robot pilots here. They've got the Black Knights. They've got 3 Knights of the Round. They've got everyone at ZEXIS. What of the terrorists' movements? They wound up sealing off Ashford Academy and are demanding a ransom from the Britannian government. So a starving mercenary group wound up turning to crime, They wound up setting off riots in other areas to draw away our main forces. Ashford Academy is... Governor. Giving in to terrorists cannot be permitted. We've already prepared something for you to say. Please wait a minute, Miss Romaya. Lord Kurugi is already in the academy. In addition, Lord Weinberg and Lady Olstrom are there as backup as well. We should wait for them. I'm counting on you, Suzaku. The academy. Please save everyone. Student council room. I'm sorry. Even though you were in the middle of such a fun event, we'll have you all be our hostages for the time being. Hostages? We're demanding a ransom from the Britannian government. As soon as that's paid, we'll let you all go. The governor of Area 11 is Nunnally. But it's impossible to believe that Britannia would be willing to give in to terrorists. I'm sure that Nunnally's worrying at this point in time. Is there no way of saving everyone here? No. Unfortunately, it appears as though the time we gave the Britannian government has already passed. So, incredibly unfortunate news, we're going to have to take one of you here and wound you a bit. Both ZEXIS and the Rounds are here at the moment. As long as there's some sort of trigger, they should be able to get through and take out people like this. After all the hostages have been gathered into this one room. There should be plenty of chances. After all, everything that's being shown here should be on the monitors. I'm sure Rollo will come soon. So long as his gas that can stop time is here, should be easily able to clear this. It's time. Alright. Let's choose a student. No, I don't want to die! If you want to resent anyone, resent the governor of Area 11. What are you doing, Rollo? Why aren't you here? What sort of thing could be happening? Is there another enemy? Or is it... What's wrong, Lulu? Outside the window. Suzaku's there. It's true. Hey, woman. What are you doing there? Nothing! Now I understand why Rollo couldn't come. If he was made up. If he made a mistake. The fact that Rolo's related to me could be found out. If that happens, it'll be obvious to the Emperor that my members have come back. And that would cause Nunnally and the others to be in danger as well. Alright, woman, you'll be the first one! Ah! Surely! Why, Suzaku? With your power, you should easily be able to solve this. Don't tell me. Is he trying to test me? Is he waiting for me to use my chaos? You're just going to let Shirley get injured because of that? Suzaku! You! And that man! What are you trying to... You look like you want to say something. I do. What? I won't forgive you. I won't allow you to harm one of my precious friends for the sake of your desires. You... Rolo can't move. Since Suzaku's watching, I can't use my Gyas. So that means the only ones who can take action here are me and ZEXIS! Alright, in that case, we'll have you take that woman's place. Let's tackle the guy. No! Everyone run! Damn it! I wouldn't think you would try and come at me. You really want to die, don't you? I'm sorry, Nunnally. I won't be able to come rescue you. But I can't afford to let Shirley and others get wrapped up with me anymore. I don't want to lose anything more. I won't lose a single thing! Then die! As if we'd let that happen! Who the hell are you? We've already taken care of your allies outside. And now that the hostages have been released, everything will be put to an end. Damn it! So they took care of everyone else while we were busy focusing on the hostages? We can take care of these guys easily. We'll definitely be able to win. And you really think so? If that's the case, then learn the depths of your foolishness. Of course we didn't intend to forgive any of you from the start. We'll take on any who would wound the weak. You've got some nice guts, student. Leave the rest to us. Damn it! You really don't understand the situation at all, do you? If that's the case, let's show you! Feel our anger! I heard a punch, a telekinetic blast, and some sort of slicing noise? Incredible. Run away, Shirley! But, Lulu... I'll be hurrying soon. I'll be going along soon. Hurry up! Yeah. What's with these people? Are they monsters? Captain, this route will be completely wiped out. We have no choice. We're rendezvous with the mobile units outside. Let's show off our power to them. So they were all bark and no bite, huh? But it looks like they're going to try and crush us with force now. If that's the case, it's obvious what we'll use to take them out. As expected of ZEXIS. But Suzaku, I won't forget your inaction. Hero, you were here as well? The only ones here at the moment are you and me. You don't need to hide it anymore, Lelouch. No. 0. The hostages have been confirmed or freed. Suzaku! We've brought your Lancelot! All that we need to do now is take care of the rest of them. Yeah. In order to try and test Lelouch, I almost let Shirley get hurt. Get a hold of yourself, Suzaku! What do you think you could do with just 3 nightmare frames? Can you not count? Apparently no. You only get 12 units, so make them count.
And that can sit on a stage. It's a good unit, but it's high enough level it can easily sit out.
You have 1 unit left.
Let's get a view. Crow, you're pretty necessary.
Aquarian, Gravian.
Aquarian.
So there's a secret somewhere on this stage. I will get to looking that up.
Right. It is either here. It's here.
Probably.
Because it's 3 up from the bottom left. And 1 right. And this doesn't look as promising as this. For that.
I will check here.
Alright, let's get...
By the way, he's not someone you want to be doing that much, so... Let's see. 3 spaces up and 1 right from the bottom left of the map.
Yeah, I've been checking that well.
So yeah, it ought to be fine.
This should be fine.
So ZEXIS came too, huh? This nightmare frame. Is that Gino in it? What should we do, Captain Jeffrey? Our enemies are those mercenaries who were targeting the civilians. I think the rounds most likely know that as well. Doesn't appear as though they tend to fight us here. Ah, so that Gino guy wasn't just all talk. Suzaku. Miss Cullen, for now we need to focus on the enemies in front of us. And besides, those enemies were the guys who were hunting you earlier. Let's put an end to this now. I know. After all, I don't intend to forgive them for taking Academy students hostages. Zero, is this alright? Yes. Your enemies are in front of your eyes. Don't lose sight, Zero. Hero and Lelouch seem strange. Did something happen? All units, proceed to annihilate the terrorists. We shall take out anyone who threaten the peace here. In addition, harming any of the rounds is prohibited. Understood, Zero. We'll put an end to our fight with you at a different point in time. Can you fight, Suzaku? Of course. We can't afford to let Zero steal the spotlight from us here. Commence attack. We shall protect the civilians. So, annihilate all enemies. Don't let a battleship or any of the rounds die. And in 4-turn allied phases, defeat all enemies for SR point. Let's just quickly check what they have.
What the...
Yeah. So we have Gino here, in the Tristan.
Exactly the same as before.
He has Accelerate, that's important.
Yep.
He has the Megiddo Harkins, the Hadron Spear, and the MVS Harkin. We have the Mordred, which is equipped with the Blaze Luminous Barrier. It has all-range bomber and Stark Hadron?
Yeah, Stark Hadron cannons.
And then we have Lancelot Conquista. Has Slash Harkins, Velis, MVS, and the Hadron Blaster. So. Oh, I did quickly want to check here. No, he does not have the Curse of Gias yet. Won't get that until he's playable. But it's a useful skill. Also note, none of the Mordred stuff can be used post-movement.
Yeah, I noticed that.
So that is, you know, absolutely wonderful. Poor, poor Suzaku. Don't mess with your friends just to try and get a rise out of your enemies. It's a bad idea.
You could probably wait for a bit.
Alto needs kills. Oh, Daigard is not the best option here. I don't think you need to worry about any attacks up there. Yep, they're all down lower.
I have to turn the art on. What is this?
I believe it's a Tetsujin enemy. Most certainly a Tetsujin enemy. It's got a frog face. Woo. How wonderful. If it survives this, let's check, but I'm fairly certain that's a Tetsujin enemy.
It actually did barely survive.
An Axio rocket launcher. How dare you get in the way of my chance to enjoy some academy life? This is our penalty for squaring my friends-to-be. I'm sorry, Shirley. I'm sorry, everyone at the academy. I'll atone for that sin by taking all of these out. That's my pride as a member of the rounds.
They all have high counter level, don't they?
Decently. Hadron Spear.
Sure, let's see what on earth this is.
It's going to shoot.
That was not what I expected.
Nope.
I was expecting a red particle thing.
Looks like you need to get people moving to the left in a hurry. I do believe that eventually you'll actually get all 3 of these units, but upgraded forms.
If this doesn't work, I know next turn to go 1 up. It is.
All right.
He can
Or
survive
maybe you
another
need
turn.
to land. Don't know. But either way, doesn't matter. You've got a turn. Not high enough will, so make sure to move him further. Hero Yui. How did he find out who I am? Is it a bluff? No. He isn't the sort of man who would do something as foolish as that. Does he intend to use that knowledge against me? What is it that he desires? I can't tell what he's thinking. I believe part of the answer is he isn't thinking anything in particular here.
He just wants to know.
He knows that this is a thing. He's letting you know that he knows.
Alright, what size are these things?
M. But,
Sea and sky.
yes, they are from Tetsujin. Episode 12 of Tetsujin. Machine cannon. Belina's somewhere in this city. That woman has decided the path she must walk. In that case, I... It'll be a long while till we get Muzzin power.
Wasn't expecting that to be quite that strong.
Here's hoping it counts that towards Suzaku's kills later on.
It probably will. They're usually decent about that.
Usually.
Alto, you need kills as well.
Although I do believe Alto will be there for the greatest chapter for kills, if we get around to that chapter. There's a route split later on where, as part of it, there's a scene where one of the orbital elevators from... Oh... So we can't do that next turn.
Should have save stated.
Oh well. You've still got an extra turn available. All it can do is punch.
But it can punch.
I don't think that'll do enough, and you're starting to get really far behind. Hello.
Hello.
Nice to see people showing up. But yes, so... For anyone who may have just recently arrived here, we are currently playing Stage 18, Ashford Rhapsody, where lots of fun stuff has happened at Lelouch Lamperouge's school. Yeah, I am honestly curious about how Code Geass will act in Super Robot Wars going forward, since after the latest movie, they said, yeah, we've got like an entire decade's worth of plans for Code Geass now. I honestly don't know how they'll do it. But they have at least some idea of a plan for what to do with the series.
You know, 00 is a lot older than I constantly think it is.
It's 2008, right?
7.
2007, 2008.
I was made aware of this by the fact that it has a PS2 game.
Really?
Yes, there's a Gundam 00 PS2 game.
Okay. Yes. Since it's a Sunrise show, Code Geass will definitely show up more.
Will we be getting new mechs, though?
No idea, as I have not seen Lelouch of the Resurrection.
R2.
But I can at least hope that they don't nerf Lelouch the way they did in X anymore.
What did they do to him in X?
So Lelouch showed up in X again, but they gave his tactical commands a nerf. They're not usable post-movement.
Kinda makes sense, but also sucks.
Yeah. It takes away a large part of his utility. Being able not to move and then issue commands. But maybe you should move up. Sure, move to the side. Actually, no, move down is what I would have done. But still. Stark Hadron Cannons, fire. Even though I was going to get to participate, even though I'd finally been able to avoid that event, I don't like you. Destroy everything. Commencing annihilation.
Just an even stronger Hadron Cannon.
So, most of our enemies here, we actually have multiple groups. Mainly, they're comprised of Axios, which are Super Robot Wars originals, Genocidrons from...
It's a mercenary group.
Yes, which is Super Robot Wars code for we just threw together whatever stuff we had.
This
So
looks
yes.
wrong from this angle.
Because you're so used to seeing it from the other side?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. These are Genocidrons from Dan Cougar Nova. And then we've got the weird frog-eyed things that are from Tetsujin 28.
Are they from Denkuger Nova?
Yeah, that's what Genocidrons are from. You don't remember seeing the Genocidrons?
Yes, but actually no.
Yes, Dan Cougar Nova Episode 2.
Genocidrons are not from Denkuger Nova.
These Genocidrons are.
Yes. They are from Gravian. Which is why Denkuger Nova is constantly called Gravian Season Dry. Gravian Dry.
But yes, no, it is not the Robot Mafia. It's just mercenaries. The guys we saw all the way back in Chapter 2 that were hunting down Colin and C2. The Crimson Fang or something like that. A certain other Crimson Fang is not happy that their name has been usurped, but... what can you do, Gravian pilots?
Genocidrons don't particularly care for moving.
Nope. Because they are big and slow.
I don't think I'm going to be getting the SR point.
Go ahead and turn that on, though. As I don't think we've seen the Megiddo Harkins.
This?
Yes, his weakest attack. I have a reason I can't lose.
There are actually some enemies that are from the Robot Mafia, but not these.
Pure.
Incon.
Not quite.
Wire guided, at least.
Yes. I will not deny that it was wire-guided weaponry, but I don't think it was Incom.
Okay, I'm just going to save state rather than save because it's faster.
Sure.
Yep.
Yes. Secret get. Mr. Gino, please use this. Obtained an adrenaline ampoule. Thanks for that. I'll swear, I'll definitely take out those terrorists for you. Good luck.
This is my sole saving grace.
The fact that you have Alto there?
Yes.
Don't do that. Take out one of the other ones so that he can act again.
Oh, I got a Haro. What the?
You got a Haro?
I think.
Maybe.
It was 2 characters.
It could easily be a Haro. But yes, in all honesty, I'd be perfectly happy to see G-Reco show up again. I've never actually watched G-Reco, since it's really hard to find. So, and I've heard the story's kind of crap, but I personally like the look of the G-Unit.
The story isn't crap. The story is
The
rush.
G-Self? I'm trying to remember which one it is. It's G-Self for G-Reco, right?
Yes.
Yes. The G-Unit is... that one's from the G-Savior, isn't it?
No, I think the G unit is from New Mobile Wing Report. I'm butchering its name, but you know what I mean.
Yes. The Wing side story with the Geminas.
Yes.
See.
I mean, really, no one else can get over here at all.
Let's see. Yes, the G-Unit... no, G-Unit is the name of Gundam Wing Duel Story. Yes, it is G-Self from... oh. Oh, it's going to be in Cross Race?
I mean, it was in,
G-Generations, yes.
Overworld.
Yes, which is why that's the only reason I even knew it was a thing. Because there's so many Gundam spin-offs out there that I've never heard of. But, you know, they're pretty decent.
Yes, thank you for attacking Alto.
So far as I know.
Well, there's a Stray, and a Stray X, and a Stray Red, and a Stray Dragon.
Delta, Kai, and...
there are too many
a
Stray
stray
mangas.
turn Delta or whatever.
There are too many Stray mangas.
And all the crossbones. And at least 2 or 3 G Gundam side stories.
One of the G Gundams was a continuation, I believe, with Domon Kashu's student.
So the ones that I know about are... I know of at least one, which is the story of Master Asia back when he was in the Gundam fight. And is basically just exactly the same thing as G Gundam, but with the previous generation of... I can't remember what their group is called. Shuffle Alliance. Previous generation Shuffle Alliance.
Is your fist not burning red?
No, it's merely I couldn't remember what their group was called. Did we take care of them? Colin. This is our mission. I have nothing to say to you. If you're still going to fight us even after this, I'll gladly take you on. I don't intend to do that here today, Kozuki Cullen. The Knight of Three. I'm Gino Weinberg. I'd like to put an end to the duel between us someday. Let's see. I'm more than happy to take a letter of challenge from one of the Browns. When that day comes, I'll gladly take you on. Alright, our mission is done here. All units, prepare to retreat. Relina. Hero. It may only have been a short time, but I was happy I was able to meet you back here at the Academy. And I'm waiting for the day when we can meet again. ZEXIS. They really aren't the kind of people you want to make enemies of. But they are our enemies. Let's see. While the Black Knights were busy fighting, I received information that Lelouch was still at school. Lelouch tried to save Shirley. Even though it put his life in risk, he didn't use his Gias. Is that Zero really not Lelouch? Alright, everyone. And well done! Even though we had a couple of troublesome guests show up. That really wasn't... That was pretty bad. If Lelouch hadn't stood up to them like that, what would have happened? Well, let's just think of that as a little bit of luck in the midst of all that bad luck. Thanks to that, hasn't everyone... Don't you think everyone's progressed a little bit? Lulu. You promised to go on a date with a lot of other girls. There was a reason for that, right? Yes. Although the reason for it is all because Sayoko was so foolish. You're kind, Lulu. I know that you must have been doing what you can in order to try and not hurt any of them, but I won't forget. But don't forget, depending on the time and the situation, that kindness of yours can hurt people too. I know. I'll remember that. Alright. Then this is a punishment for that. Close your eyes. Huh? Ow! Did you think you were getting kissed? Unfortunately, not a chance. No. Who's that? Oh, come on. No, I'm telling you. But with this, I've touched your forehead. Oh. It may have been a bit cheap, but someday, yeah, I really will come to be able to say I like you. Surely. Didn't I tell you before? Love is power! And that's the end of that. I had to go to so much trouble for you. President? Don't tell me. You set this entire event up just for that? After all, it was getting painful to look at the two of you here. But, since this is taken care of, I think I can graduate without any regrets left. I pray for your good luck, President. Alright. With this, a lot of stuff has come to an end. Although my chest hurts a little bit. Just watch, Nina. I'll face things on in my own way. Isn't that good, Shirley? I've been cheering you on since a while back. Thanks, Raval. Shirley, person my brother thinks of as important. If there was someone like her, then even I... Back out to the Pacific Ocean. Zero's personal room on the Ikaruga. That looks a bit,
Library with a dartboard and a nice closet to hide in.
It looks a bit excessive to me. I could see the library possibly being important. And I just have a picture of C2 lounging off the side of one of the couches there, lazily throwing darts. I could be completely wrong, but I'm probably right about that.
And that's probably a pizza box that's sitting on there.
Probably. Welcome back, Lelouch. Did you enjoy your time at the academy? Yes. Although there were a lot of complications. Why didn't you use your gyas on those terrorists? Before I talk about that, I have a new comrade to welcome to you. Hiro? Is this really alright, Lelouch? Hiro Yui was able to discover my secret on his own, and so I asked for his assistance. Assistance? Do not get me wrong, Lelouch Lamperouge. All I did was acknowledge Zero's power. See. In order for you to continue acting as Zero, you're going to need more operators. All I'll do is act as one of those. When did you realize I was Zero? Back when I rescued your sister during the destruction incident. At that time, the one who assured me the orders to act was Zero himself. Whenever it comes to Nunnally, you immediately get like that. You're way too soft, Lelouch. Stay quiet, C2. Do not worry. I haven't talked about anyone about this, and I do not intend to talk to anyone about it. Hiro Yui, do you believe in Zero's power that much? All that I believe in and accept is Zero's power itself. Although I don't... his ideals and words, I do not trust a bit. I'm certain that there has to be a reason that a Britannian like yourself would wear a mask and try and create the Black Knights against them. So you don't trust me? If that's the case, I can't understand why you would keep silent about who I am. There are two reasons. The first reason is that who Zero is does not hold any meaning for me. And the other reason, someone like you who fights for the sake of their sister, that at least I can trust. Hiro Yui. No. Allow me to rephrase that. Today, you fought for the sake of someone other than your sister. I cannot trust Zero. But Lelouch, you I can trust. There's no difference between those two things. Let's see. I do not hate those people who act on their emotions. Rather than someone such as Zero, who uses words to hide his actions, I can trust someone who'd move on emotion far more than that. It seems as if you and I have the same sorts of interests. Lelouch, I'm sure that Hiro will be able to help you out. That may be so. Let's leave this at here for now. Of course, if you don't think you can trust him, if you didn't think you could trust him, you wouldn't have brought him here without using a Gyas on him, would you? Gyas? I'll talk about everything here, Hiro Yui. And if at that point in time you believe you cannot forgive me, I shall steal everything from you. Very well, Zero. But I don't think things will go as you're thinking. So long as... if you're not the kind of person I thought you were at that time, Zero, I will kill you. Should be just, I'll kill you, right?
Yeah. His constant saying, Korosuzo.
I'll kill you.
And never following through with it.
Yep. quickly check here.
Yeah.
Yes, you did indeed get a Haro. The most important of all things. Most important equipment part.
Alright. You definitely are not getting a Haro. For now, the Haro should probably go to someone like Zeta. Yeah, Zeta.
Yeah, I know. I mean, seriously. It's only been 1 year since what should have been the end of the world. You'd think people would be calmed down a little bit, but...
Just while I'm going through this. The Atlas Gundam. Something I'd love to see in a Super Robot Wars.
I like its design.
It's a weird suit.
Yes, the Atlas
Primarily
has...
because it's amphibious suit.
It's amphibious and space.
Atmospheric, actually. It's not designed for space.
Not designed for space?
Nope.
Even with the crazy thrusters?
Yep, it was designed for underwater and atmospheric combat.
Okay.
As you can see there, with
I'm surprised you're not giving Camille kills.
yeah, I might give Camille kills instead.
Jericho really doesn't need it. Yeah, if it's ever someone that I'm actually planning on using, I never put them into money. There's always a better use. There's always pilot points. Something. I'd go ahead and swap Camille for Toto, personally.
Yeah, I was just trying to figure out where he was.
Toto's at the top of this page. Yep. Anyone in particular you're looking for?
No, not really. The area?
Down one.
Figured he'd be lower.
Sure. Not quite enough on the Brasta, yes, for something.
Not quite enough on anyone, it looks like.
Nope, no one has enough to buy new skills other than the shuttle.
And that's the shuttle.
You could buy the resupply post-movement skill, perhaps. That would be nice, wouldn't it?
It already has it.
Yes, the shuttle is not a good unit. It really isn't.
The Grand Knight's better than it.
At least the shuttle might get slightly better later.
He gets another attack.
I don't know how many Neon Genesis Evangelion knockout Sunrays made after Neon Genesis Evangelion became a huge thing. The only thing even slightly like that I know of is brain-powered.
Brain-powered the, oh god, I came up with this idea first.
Yes, and the only reason I know that bit is because it showed up in J, and I wound up reading something about it afterwards, which said it came out shortly after Evangelion, and Yoshiyuki Tomino was just like, oh crap, now everyone's going to think I was ripping them off when I came up with this first. Don't know if that's true or not, but it's the supposed tale.
Just going ahead and upgrading most people to 4.
That was only an hour and a half. That was fairly short.
Reasonable, at least.
Neon Genesis Evangelion ripped off a lot from Vodums?
Yeah! I can definitely see that. First of all, Rei Ayanami is just a much worse Jericho.
Granddaughter, sure.
It's a tragedy in the same sort of vein. It doesn't rip off as many movies as Vodums does, but... Alright,
sure.
Let's go to the next stage.
Alright.
We should be able to do one more, at least.
We should certainly be able to. It's time to lose Hero.
Yep.
Back to Tokyo still.
Right after I upgraded the wing.
Yep. Well done.
For a good reason. Because that carries over to Wing 0.
Area 11. Britannian government. Let's see. Lady Nunnally v. Britannia. I'm incredibly pleased I had the opportunity to meet with you. You're the leader of the Sank Kingdom. Let's see. Queen Relina Peacecraft. I'd wanted to meet with you for a while as well. But this is a surprise. To think that Miss Relina I met back at school would become the leader of the Sank Kingdom. I'm just as surprised as you, Lady Nunnally. See. I was fairly surprised when I discovered I was a member of the Britannian nobility as well. However, as an imperial princess and as a governor, I figured I should do everything that I could. How incredible. Well, by the way, Miss Relina, since you came here to Area 11, did you go to Ashford Academy as well? Let's see. No, I didn't have any particular reason. Is that so? That's unfortunate. I wanted to hear a bit about the academy where I spent time with my brother. See, according to what Hiro said, everything about all records of Nunnally had been erased from the academy. And from the fact that Nunnally's an imperial princess, that must mean her brother Lelouch is also a member of the Britannian nobility. But even so, he was still a student there. Since there's got to be some sort of reason behind it, I don't think I can answer any of that. Well then, Miss Relina, shall we talk for a while? I'd like to hear more about the Sank Kingdom's ideals of absolute pacifism that I heard from my sister Yuffie. Yes, Hiro. My battle is about to start here. I wonder if you are going to be fighting somewhere else here now. Alright, all units advance! Is this the mobile doll system? Yes. It's using they're automatically being manipulated by an AI system. Thanks to the fact that there's no pilot, they're able to react several times faster than a human. Combat theory alone was perfected several years before. But as of this point in time, we've been able to actually make use of the technology to test it in real battle. In addition, the command system has been completed too here. How incredible. With this, the entire Federation will be on a pebble beneath our heel. Well, this Commander Subrov? No. Yes. The day in which soldiers become a thing of the past will soon be here. What's with that, Leo? Something such as that appearing here wasn't scheduled for today's system. It was merely a personal interest. Trace? Why did you arrive at this base? Just a moment ago. I thought I would come and have a look at Duke Delmayu's new weaponry. Lord Trace, what do you intend to do with that, Leo? As the representative of actual soldiers, I thought I'd go ahead and have a trial battle against these mobile dolls. Do you want to die, Lord Trace? Mobile dolls won't hold back like a human would. If mobile doll system is truly perfect, then people such as me would be unnecessary in this world. That's part of the reason that I came here. Well then. Trace! Commander Trace has gone mad! Mobile dolls! Shoot him down! So you are interested to actually do this. Well then, let us fight.
Trace
What? This is the end, Subrov. If I had the inclination, I could claim your life in but a moment here. Stop it, Trace! Duke Delmayu's here as well! It's just a joke, Commander Subrov. After all, this was merely my personal interest that I came here. What? Let's see. Remember, it's not the fighting in mobile suits that makes things a war. The things that move both mobile dolls and soldiers are all humans. I have a feeling that you're the sort of person who should place a greater emphasis on human life and learn to love others a little bit more. Duke Delmayu. I wonder if with this you've learned to think about the meaning of combat a little bit, meaning of war a little more. What? For me at least, I cannot think of those innovators as people who are possible of changing this world. Praise. Zex. Deep inside my heart, I truly do hope that you will come back and work for me again. Since you're no longer here, all has become but a collection of boring people. Well, and all of their foolish actions have been permitted. Suvorov, what the hell was that? The things that we were showing off here were just just old model Leos we had prepared for a demonstration. But with the Tauruses and those machines that the innovators led to us, things like that would never happen in a real battle. But that Treize, he even knew about the innovators. He truly is as dangerous as Ribbon Zolmark said. Yep. Central Asia. Back to the Ikaruga. They're saying that those A-laws are gathered outside the Chinese Federation's boundaries? According to the information for Smong Yu Mei. That's incredible as well, Hayes. Hayes, that pretty agent you've got there, she's got some crazy skills. Well, she is in charge of a world-renowned corporation. I'm sure they've got their own ways of finding things out. So, why are those A-laws go us there then? Let's see. Thanks to that incident from before, the Chinese Federation has begun being viewed by the Federation as an anti-government group. If there are any major problems, they might wind up, in the worst case, they may wind up leaving the Federation and become a major center of resistance against the Federation. In order to not let that happen, I'm pretty sure those A-laws guys are preparing to send in some squadrons to try and keep the peace. But hasn't the Chinese Federation been reborn under that Shinkei guy or whatever? If that's the case, I'm sure they wouldn't lose it that easily, even to the A-laws. However, if that winds up happening, civilians will wind up being drawn in again, and many of them will die. In addition, the civilians that we've dropped off, Japanese civilians we've dropped off there would be in danger as well. In the worst case, the entire world might turn into a battlefield. So what do we do then? You just don't try and rely on others. Try and think about it yourself a bit. That's right. After all, well, we received a special passport. We received a special pass here that lets us act as observers for the entire Federation military, didn't we? What do you mean? You aren't thinking at all either, are you? In other words, in the name of observation, we'll be able to go and deal with what the A-laws are doing. And then what? After all, well, we're viewed as a hindrance to them, so if we go and try to inspect what they're doing, I'm certain a fight will start. And then? Think for yourself a bit, will you? Ah, shut it, Duo. After all, you should learn from how nice Quattra's being, shouldn't you? Quattra. It's because you're so soft, everyone. The people like this keep on taking advantage of you. That may be true. What? But if Quattra stops helping me out, then who can I ask for help? Well then, Miss Esther, let's try and think about that together. If the A-laws wind up getting a fight with us, what will happen to the A-laws? They'll lose. If they wind up losing, they won't have as many soldiers available. And if that happens, what will happen with the A-laws? They'll be in trouble. And if the A-Laws are in trouble, then what happens to us? We'll be happy? And that's good. Alright, Quatra. Thanks. Now I understand what's happening. Is that really okay? I'm sorry, Quatra. You're constantly having to take care of her. No. No. Besides, whenever I talk with Miss Esther, it helps me get my thoughts in order as well. You really are a good guy. Remember though, if you're too good a guy, you'll always be stuck with the worst jobs. What do you mean by that? He means the people who are straightforward like that always wind up having to shoulder a lot of extra stuff. On that front, you and Aoyama are the type of guys who have to do that too, aren't you? You really are... You're trying to praise people, you don't really sound like it. But, Quatra... So, does that mean we're heading off to that A-Law's base? Yes. In all likelihood, Zero and Miss Sumeragi are thinking the same things. In order to try and deal with the Chinese Federation, the A-Laws have gathered quite a force together. We shall need to be prepared. It'll be fine, Toto. After all, we're the unparalleled ZEXIS. That's right. Let's go ahead and beat those A-Laws and start to feel good. I suppose that is so. If they do not permit us to observe them, we'll have to go into a fight. Prepare yourselves. Follow down the path you believe in. But will that really create a future? Will I really find peace by fighting against the invaders? What is it, Hero? Right now, you seem as if you've returned to how you used to be. Used to be? That's right. Back at the time that you lost access to Veda. Lelouch talked to Hero about his Gyas. But it isn't as if he completely trusts Hero. So that's why he ordered me to keep an eye on him. But he's not the kind of guy who'd lie. I believe in Hero. What is it, Colin? It's nothing, Hero. Our fight against the A-Laws here. Let's do everything we can. That's our mission. I wanted to talk to Colin about what was going on with Louise, but it looks like she's busy here. According to what Setsuna said, Louise has something to do with the A-Laws right now. What's wrong? Miss Mary. Saji, if it's alright with you, would you help us out here for a bit? Help you out? But you can't fight. Hey! Don't think of just going out on the battlefield as the only fight there! Although we may not be heading out and actively fighting against them, we've got a lot of things that we're doing too. Helping guide the civilians to safe places, is confirming casualties after the battle. Well, in peace we wind up taking care of the equipment, and lists, performing laundry, and doing all the other things that are necessary for keeping life peaceful here. And helping everyone out here as well. Well, along with Hallelujah and the others' sakes. You really care about him, don't you? Yes. After all, for Hallelujah's sake, I want to do everything I can to help. I'm jealous of you. There's someone I feel about that for. You're the sort of person who, if I meet her again, I wouldn't want to be separated ever. But whenever I think about her, I feel that I would never be able to do anything, and there's no way you wouldn't be able to do anything. But if that's the case, then let's just do what we can. Do what we can? That's the way it is, Saji. After all, if you just keep thinking about it the whole time, your thoughts will never reach them. That sounds like something Akagi would say. But I don't think that's wrong. Do what you can. If you just think, your thoughts, your feelings will never reach them. I don't really get it. After all, if you really want to meet with that girl, then you don't really have time to be sort of lazing around here, do you? It's fine, Tanikawa. I'll do everything I can here at ZEXIS. Saji. Well, since that's decided, let's get moving. No, those who don't work, don't eat. If you want food, make sure to do what you can. Yes, no work, no eat. It's always weird to see people who talking in English. English-ish. At any rate, help us out with our jobs for a while, will you? After that, we'll do everything we can to help support you. Yes. I don't know what there is that I can do, but Luis, the day that I can meet you again, I'll do everything I can. Eurasia. Yeah. So we're in Central Asia again. Hanabard base? Something like that. Maybe. Welcome to Hanabard base, Zex Marquis. Oh. Commander Zex Marquis? Oh. Or should I call you... No. I was thinking, should I call you former, but that's not quite right. What has happened to you, Zex Marquis? Why are you here? Although you... Commander Zex Marquis? Oh, although you don't have that rank anymore. Exactly right. Exactly right, Ensign Rint. After going against orders and failing in your operations, you wound up being pursued by Oz, and wound up trying to join us as a soldier of the A-Laws. It looks as if Trace Kushirada completely abandoned you. After all, how do you feel about Trace, Zex? Yes. No, Trace Kushirada did everything he could to get you out of jail. Normally I would have been tried before a military court. I have to thank Trace for his generous treatment of me. I know all about you, Zex Marquis. You came here in order to fight against those Gundams, didn't you? That is the truth. That ZEXIS group is currently in the Chinese Federation. I wonder if that wish of yours will be granted. However, as you're serving as a soldier of the A-Laws, you will have to follow my orders. Of course I intend to. Well then, I must introduce myself to Captain Mannequin. Please excuse me. What a rude man not to remove his mask in front of his superior. But if Trace wasn't even able to keep a man of his unable to keep a man of his caliber, all should be done for soon. Although, of course, very soon the concepts of soldiers themselves shall become obsolete. Back to the hangar. The way celestial being fights. It's almost like those combat theories that Kujo came up with. Lisa Kujo. My old friend from back when we studied combat tactics at the International University. If she really is with celestial being, I wonder what she'd think of looking at a puppet like me. It has been a while, Captain Mannequin. It's been quite a while since I've seen your face, Commander Zex. As I am now, I am but a single soldier. I'd heard the rumors, but to think that you would join the A-Laws. Commander Trace let me go. Why would someone like you, who is seen as the right-hand man of him, leave? I felt I could no longer go along with the Rumfellow Corporation's wishes. And in addition, you wanted to put an end to your fight with the Gundams, didn't you? The Gundams are not something that is necessary in the middle of battle, but rather something that fight on personal emotions. Emotions, huh? That may be something that's unnecessary in war. Let's see. Trey's wound up relieving me from my duty as Oz, and at the same time, that means that Oz as an organization is likely nearing its end. At the end there, I figured that I would show off to the Lelouch here and... No, but at the end here, he ordered me to come to the Lelouch and see how they work. Sent me off. The end of Oz. In other words, the Lelouch will have complete control of the Federation military. Captain! I'm back! You... Ensign Patrick Colasor! As of today, I've officially joined the Lelouch! How much of an idiot are you? Ooh, I mean, you don't have to know about the... Let's see. You don't have to know how tough the Lelouch are. No, I volunteered to join the Lelouch myself. What? I want to protect you, Captain. If you stay here, you'll wind up having to fight those Gundams. You'll just die again. You'll just die. This may just be words, but I've fought against those Gundams many times, and I'm still alive! After all of my acquaintances in the military call me the Immortal Colasor! That name is fitting for you. Is that so? It is hard being popular, isn't it? Ensign Colasor, you haven't changed at all. Oh, my old rival, the Sex Marquise! I've heard a lot of stuff about you. As a result of that, I wound up being stripped of my rank and am currently working alongside the Lelouch. So we're gonna be war buddies here, huh? I'll be counting on you! What? You don't have your high rank anymore? Or so that should be fine, right? No. I respect you, Ensign. Is that so? Ha! You finally accepted my true strength! Do you not understand sarcasm? It wasn't sarcasm, Captain. Ensign Colasor does indeed have that which I seek. That which you seek? That is... deeply held ideals, correct? You are. I've thrown away my past. As of now, I'm merely known as Mr. Bushido. Mr. Bushido. Zex Marquise. No matter what the circumstances may be, I'm pleased that I will be able to fight alongside you again. What's with you? Ooh, you showed up out of nowhere! What's with that? Yeah, there's a bunch of weirdos over there. I wonder. But the weirdness, it's so very human. Come on, though. But it must be nice being so carefree like that. After all, they're about to lose their place in this world soon enough, aren't they? Are you talking about that? It looks as if they're running a bit behind on delivery. Could be that those ZEXIS people arrive sooner than that does. Until that time, we'll have the dolls here face them down. There's no need to worry. After all, we're here as well. Yes, we innovators. Some of the best named. various battlefields. Well, I mean, Zex couldn't exactly really see that much beneath the mask. But yeah, Mr. Bushido has a far better reason for wearing a mask than Zex does. No! Come at me, ZEXIS! I'm gonna show off my coolness to the captain! Ensign Colasor. The way he fights without any hesitation is exactly what I seek. That man called them firmly held ideals. Beneath that mask, what does he think about this fight with his destined foe? All units, make intercept preparations! ZEXIS is coming! Prepare your 20 units.
Alright. Can I get auto-deploys? Yes, the wing's auto-deployed. I don't have to waste the slot on it.
Yes, as the wing is important here. Yeah. In some shots you can see the burn scars, but not too many.
2 more.
Can't remember if that was actually from a beam saber or not, but he's got better reasons than Zex. For Zex, it's more of a fashion statement.
No, it's not a
Fashion statement, and I've thrown away that man. He does not need to exist. Milliarder Peacecraft is unnecessary in this world.
I guess.
You sure about that?
Who else would I deploy?
Zambot, Trider, Tetsujin,
None of them are particularly good.
C2, Columns.
C2, yeah. C2 is reasonable. Sure.
This is the independent operations, the independent squad of the Federation military. ZEXIS. I'm Captain Jeffrey Wilder. As we transmitted to you before, we're here to conduct an inspection of the Lelouch's base. This is the commander of Hanabard base. Captain Katie Mannequin of the A-Laws. What's wrong, Miss Sumeragi? No, it's nothing. Katie Mannequin, you were with the A-Laws? Let's see. We've confirmed your desire to come and carry out an inspection. However, at this point in time, we are currently about to conduct a secret operation. As a result of that, we will have to decline your investigation. You do understand the rights and purposes that we have been given, do you not? Of course. However, in the name of peacekeeping, we need this operation to remain secret. In other words, they're going to beat up anyone who opposes them? Stay silent, Tamaki. Think about the way the world is right now. We want to try and settle this without us fighting, if possible. On the other hand, we'd like to ask you... You have the Gundams and the Black Knights on your side. Why did you accept... Do you have the right to serve as watchdogs for the Federation? We do. We are here to carry out justice. We keep those ideals close in our hearts, and can say that with perfect conviction. Very well, Lelouch. I shall believe those words. So in other words, we're both here trying to carry out our own ideals of justice. There are as many justices as there are people that exist. And if they cannot be reconciled... We received an attack from the base. Hey! We were in the middle of talking, weren't we? Ensign Lint, what are you doing? I wonder. I think is that something that those 2 licensors we have did on their own. The knife has already been thrown, Captain Mannequin. Now we must annihilate them here before anything gets out. We'll just think of them as victims of our operation. So long as we can take care of things, everything will be fine. There's nothing we can do. All units, focus fire on ZEXIS. Understood, Captain! So it really is turning into a fight. At this rate, they're going to envelop the entire Chinese Federation in a sea of flames. We can't afford to let that happen. All units, advance against the A-laws! Mannequin. This is a fairly violent means for you. But I won't waver anymore. Since I've decided I'd face the world, even if you're my opponent, I'll still fight. Watch out, Setsuna Hero. Mr. Bushido and Zex Marquise are over there. Mr. Bushido. If he comes at me, all I can do is take him out. Captain Zex is... Why is he with the A-laws? Can you do it, Hero? After all, he's Lady Relina's brother, isn't he? There's nothing to do with that. Since he's here, he's our enemy. Hero Yui. Here, I'll put an end to my fight with you, and put an end to this chapter. All units, shoot the A-laws. We shall take them down and protect the Chinese Federation. So, don't let Hero die. Annihilate all enemies. Within 3 turn allied phases, eliminate all other enemies and defeat Zex last.
Okay. Slightly surprised by these Zex last.
In addition, note that this is not going to be the end of the stage.
Yes, I did in fact notice that.
Hello, Paloma. Come here, kitty. Nope, the kitty does not want to come. Rocket Punch.
I haven't actually seen it in a while.
The most iconic attack. Possibly. The one it popularized, at least.
It's the most iconic super robot attack.
All thanks to Mazinger.
I really can't think of many other super robots that don't do it. The Evas.
Gurren Lagann.
Doesn't the Gurren Lagann do it?
It doesn't have rocket punches. It's got rocket attacks, but not rocket punches.
Does it not sever its own arm to throw it at least once?
Not so far as I remember, although I could be wrong about that.
Is that not, after all, the ultimate rocket punch?
Yes, on that part at least, I will agree. The ultimate in rocket punches would be ripping off your own arm to throw it. Well, I mean, that's what Zeus did.
That's what
That's
Koji
the reason the
Kabuto did.
That is the reason the Shin Mazinger exists. Well, because Zeus saw it throwing a rocket punch and decided, you know, that's actually a good idea. No, it really wasn't. Do not rip off your own arm to throw at someone else. That is a horrible, horrible, horrible idea which should not be tried under any circumstances.
Are you saying that you think Koji Kabuto was in the wrong there?
No.
In, Zero? How one of his incarnations actually did that.
It is a true last resort. Because really...
You only get one chance.
No, you get... Yeah, you do only get one chance because you have to have the other arm for throwing it, but... But even so, just... If at all possible, don't. Hello, Paloma.
Hello, Paloma.
Come here.
Ow. Did you have to do that?
Yes. Hello, kitten. Happy kitten. How are you doing? She seems to have had a fairly good morning. And afternoon so far. I'm mildly surprised at the lack of cat in the room. It's just her and the Coney who's up there sleeping undisturbed.
Which is a good thing that I put that up there.
Yes, that is a good thing. Hard to get her back.
I'm really hoping that Saji has Accelerate.
Probably.
He should have Accelerate and Effort at least. Perhaps Luck.
New type level 5, Camille. Oop. Oh, Camille, at least you may even be able to use the Wave Rider Crash now, if you had it, which you won't for a while. Speaking of, the level where we get the Wave Rider Crash is going to be really good.
Unfortunately, this isn't one of the ones where the Hyper Beam Saber is usable in Wave Rider mode.
No. Is it ever?
Yeah.
Alright, Sir Guilford. I've been sent back to my princess here. Just watch me, Captain. Unfortunately, a bit of a skip, but... Poor Colosaur. More about his undying love for his captain.
Hey, it's better than it could be for him. His love interest doesn't die, which is kind
more
of amazing.
More than can be said for others.
It's definitely more than can be said for Camille. And Shin.
How many Gundam enemies / rivals with love interests can you think of, though?
Well, there's Double Zeta's person with his one-sided love.
Which one? Glemmy Toto?
No, not Glemmy Toto.
I don't really know many of
there's
the people
joke.
from Zeta.
There's a semi-joke one.
Mashmeyer Cello or whatever, was it?
No. Wow, you both missed.
That's a lot of units there.
You know what
Zero?
that's perfect for.
But he doesn't have high enough will.
And you cannot buff his will high enough.
But, if he gets a kill...
There are plenty of nice, soft targets to kill.
Yep, and if he gets a kill... I would think there are several you could use just slash Harkins against.
Well, I can't just slash Harkin.
Or Hadron Shot. His slash Harkins. Yep.
Now I just need to get 10 other kills. That's actually fully doable.
What do you mean 10 kills?
10 more. He'll be at 130 will.
Oh, that's what you meant.
And then I'll be able to use this, which should envelop all of these.
Probably. Or at least a good chunk of them. So that's what you meant. I thought you were talking about Zero's kill count, but no, just in general. 10 kills. That's far easier.
Why was that so hard to do?
No clue.
Who needs kill slots? Let's go ahead and shoot this one.
That seems like a waste to me. Not again! Damn it!
Well, it was at least Patrick Coldsaw dead.
Goodbye. A moment of silence for Patrick Colosaur.
He doesn't even deserve that.
What are you talking about? He'll be back.
It'd be more of a miracle if he died.
Please, we've tried everything we can to get rid of him. No. I do actually like him. Goof that he is. Did you mean to do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I'm taking down at least.
A stronger enemy.
I don't plan on feeding whatever the boss is to them, so might as well at least use something. Okay, yeah, you're good.
Keep moving, Setsuna. Where's Mr. Bushido?
Elsewhere.
Just thinking about that.
He's probably right there.
There he is. In range.
That was closer than I was expecting.
Oh, here's Chirico. You cannot attack.
Unfortunately.
I mean, you could advance and try using your anti-air guns. No, you wouldn't have enough room.
Just checking it.
Oh, there you go.
No, I can't actually.
Oh. It's because you clicked in too quick.
Yeah, I'm just checking here. 3 ahead. So here, 4 across. This one's safe to kill.
It would not envelop those ones. Because 3 ahead is the start point of the diamond.
Yeah, 1, 2. Ah, I see. So it'll just get them.
It might wind up getting that guy there as well.
But these
but
4
not
are
as much.
safe.
Yeah, those 4 would not be hit. Subspace beam.
I won't kill, but we'll weaken. How many turns do I have for SLR? 3.
3.
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
seems doable.
especially if you're able to actually make good use of Lucia's map attack. Oh, my kitten.
Or at the very least, an okay use.
Next turn you should be able to set up a pretty good one. Hopefully. 4 more.
Yeah, that's easily doable. Mugen Punch. Yeah, I should be able to Mugen Punch one.
Nope.
Still can do this. Just slightly more annoying. I trust an 83% hit chance.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but 83% is, you know, reasonable to me.
Yeah. 83 seems like a pretty good chance. I'd have just used the Eagle Stellungs or whatever they're called. I don't actually know what the Destinies Vulcans are called. Do they have a name like Eagle Stellungs even? I know that the Eagle Stellung is what it was on the just 17.5mm CWIS.
There's the
MMI Gao.
Yeah, I forgot. I was right.
It's just...
You can see their full actual names if you do that. Not always a good thing.
It's just... How can they not... Why do they not have as catchy of a name as the Eagle Stellung? Overskill active.
Nope, not get there.
Don't waste that.
I don't care.
You have Mr. Bushido to deal with. Well, you'd get at least 1 kill off that.
I can probably set up a better one next turn.
Actually, I think by next turn you won't even need it.
Mr. Bushido is not a tough enemy.
You say, looking at that hit rate.
Mr. Bushido is not a tough enemy. Look, he has very little health.
20,000.
That's really not much of anything.
Gonna leave some of those weak enemies for Lelouch.
Yeah, I'm trying to run over.
Aggressive beast.
At least walk over to there. You're more dangerous.
Dobergun.
You are far more dangerous.
No dialogue, huh?
Yeah, the Dan Kruger Nova hasn't shown up in the past few Super Robot Wars.
Don't know why. Because they use it all the time for a while.
Probably giving it a break.
Could be. Could be. Just like how Seed was used all the time for a while, and then I don't think Seed has shown up much in the past few. Don't know. Transam. Alright, Mr. Bushido. Boy, so we can exchange blows again. I don't know what it is you desire, but I don't have time to be stopped here. How cruel of you. Relationship between us has already transcended both love and hatred. In that case, with this blade of mine, I shall carve into your heart the wound known as defeat.
I think you may be the second craziest Char clone.
Who's the first, then?
Good question. He doesn't seem like the absolute craziest.
Yeah, Dan Kruger Nova was used a lot, and now it just isn't.
Possibly full frontal. He's not.
This pain. This is all training to defeat the Gundams.
He's not exactly sane.
You grounded it.
Yeah, intentionally.
Okay. Just. Okay. Sure. I think I understand your reasoning, but still. Okay.
It's to get the bonus from this in case something decides to attack it. Hit chances are fun.
I would just trust in the Mazinger's armor there.
Yeah.
Especially since you have healing on it, don't you? Cyber new types aren't known for their sanity. Yeah.
No.
Especially since Full Frontal was also designed to have someone else's memories / soul stuffed into his. So that makes him even crazier. So who knows?
Cyber new types are in fact known for being the exact opposite of stable.
Yep.
You know, I'm really hoping Wave Rider Crash is available in Wave Rider mode.
I don't think it is, but I can't confirm. But I can neither confirm nor deny.
Thank you, Camille.
The hit chance.
Do you see what I have active? Nothing.
Yeah. Captain Zex, why are you here with the A-Laws? This is all a result of my wavering. You can think of it as my own fault. However, I intend to find my own fight. My own answer! This isn't a sort of fight that allows such personal thoughts like that. If you're going to cooperate with the A-Laws, then I'll be the one to stop you!
The question is, was that plot-related hit chance?
I think no, but it could be.
Is Zex intentionally trying to miss?
Camille?
Yes.
Possibly. But at the same time, Camille's got level 5 new type.
Zex is one of the better Char clones.
Mm-hmm. Because he is actually a good person.
Then there's Ribbons Allmark, the very rare Amuro clone.
Is he, technically? I don't think I would call him that, but that's just me.
rather than being a clone of 1 Year War Amuro.
That would be Kira.
He's not that Amuro. He's, I would say, the other Amuro. Zeta Amuro.
Zeta Amuro despairing over humanity?
Don't know. But yes. Would you not agree that Ribbon's Allmark seems very close to what would have happened if that Amuro decided humanity isn't worth keeping around?
Maybe? I don't know.
Also, I love the reasoning given for why the Thunderbolt and the Atlas
don't exist?
Not why they don't exist, why they do exist.
I was going for why they were never referenced in anything before that.
No, not for that. So the Full Armor Gundam was never made, according to... Oh, is that a kill? No. I don't think so.
Looks like it to me.
I've never
Nope,
actually
just
seen that
barely
not be
not.
a kill.
Fun spiraling away.
It's actually kind of cool. The Full Armor Gundam was never made due to the fact that it would have been super...
Cost prohibitive?
Cost prohibitive and clunky.
You don't need to set them all to defend. You have to remember, most of those are ones that cannot be hit by him. Just thinks the rifle will work.
No.
Why not go for the beam saber?
Full Trans Am.
There's going to be more stage after
There's
this.
reason for this. There's actual reason why I'm doing this. If I do a beam saber, there's a chance it will fail. I've had my beam saber fail to him 3 times already. I don't want it to happen again.
Ew. I'll fight. So long as I still have life.
That was painful. I probably would have died if I hadn't upgraded all his stats by 1 in between chapters.
I don't know about that, but...
Probably not. The reason for both of them, the reason they're so different from everything else in UC 79 and 80, the time when they were, is because they were essentially the, let's throw every weird piece of technology we have into this suit.
Light module.
Ooh, nice. 3rd one.
This head isn't able to show off my full potential. In order to be on equal footing with the Gundams, I'll need an even stronger sword. That you will. That's a pretty good hit chance. Hero! I'll put an end to this battle of ours here and now. Zex, is that the reason you're here with the A-Laws? This has nothing... Well, this has nothing to do with their ideals. All I desire is an end to this fight. And then, I shall obtain it with my own hands. A heart which does not waver. Convictions of my own. Good luck, Zex.
Saw someone on the Gundam Reddit recently playing, so, which of these is a Gundam? GP04, a Haimo, the Psycho Zaku, and the Hakabane. Which of these is a Gundam? The answer is none. Technically GP04.
I would say that my answer is anything can be a Gundam so long as you want it to be.
The GP04 technically is. The Atlas is a very odd Gundam. I would love it in the Super Robot Wars for one reason. Water movement.
Because water stages always suck.
They could actually make a game where they could have full routes of water and actually be decent.
We'd mostly need to have, you know, super robots doing that.
It would be perfect if they tried to bring in Pacific Rim. That would be the just about only way they could do it.
Dan Cougar, move!
Alright, Dan Cougar, you're getting... rather than kill, I'll just...
You sure?
Yes, I am sure.
Good luck.
I know what needs to be done.
Yes, you do.
Perfect.
Yeep.
Exactly as planned.
Go, map weapon. Get Lulu more kills.
Halfway there.
And he can get one more.
No.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I'm not going to. Because this is not the end of stage. We should move.
Alto? Just not his beam cannon. So who will take out Zex? That becomes the question. I mean, Garrett could use the levels, but are you actually going to use him?
Well, here's the answer. Should I bless?
Why not, is what I'd say.
Sure.
As long as you take enough turns, you should have plenty of time.
Bless and cheer, because you're falling behind. Somehow.
Alright, go Koji.
With whatever attack I'm using.
Scrender Cutter.
Scrap cutter.
Because what other than the Scrender Cutter would you use? It's your second strongest move right now. Kind of sad you lose the Scrender Cutter when you get the God Scrender, but I mean, hey,
Instead,
you get a far stronger move.
The strongest move, and then an even stronger move later.
Although you lose the super cheap, super strong move. The super cheap, strong move. Gundanium armor. Tallgeese was outfitted with Gundanium armor?
Yeah, the Tallgeese is made with Luna Titanium.
Okay.
The Tallgeese is the original Gundam.
I know. But still, the fact that it was fitted with that. Is this as far as I go?
Actually, I don't remember if it's actually Luna Titanium, but...
Zex Marquise. The Tallgeese can still fight. My heart has failed. How pathetic. So this is the man known as the Lightning Count? But it'll be fine. We'll be sure to take care of the rest.
What are you talking
Halo's
about?
new models.
The gun cannon detector is the greatest unit of all time.
Huh. So ZEXIS has some people who are capable of using quantum brainwaves. It's different from that super soldier we saw in Vedet's information. This feeling. It's different from them. What is this feeling? Is something wrong, Camille? Watch out! The two people in those aren't normal pilots. I don't like this. There's someone who's able to feel out what we are. Let's go ahead and capture that twin drive revive. Who are they? Innovators. Innovator? What is that? There's no time for you to talk in front of us, ZEXIS. This'll be an end to that. We've prepared an interesting toy to have fun with you. They brought out the mobile dolls? The operation of those has been left to the two licensors. We haven't done anything here. What is it? I thought they were bringing out quite something big, but it's just some Tauruses. Ah, come on, that's nowhere near enough to slow us down. Can you hear me, Kusho? Those are mobile dolls! Huh? Say it one more time. The Federation has perfected mobile dolls! What are you intending sending information to our enemies from here, Captain Mannequin? Those are weapons that shouldn't exist. What is that? Those mobile dolls. All units, be careful! Those aren't ordinary Tauruses! What do you mean? Those are mobile dolls. Unmanned units have been programmed with a high skill. Their movements can't be compared to a standard AI. They don't know fear, and they don't tire. The most terrifying pilot imaginable. As expected of Sumeragi Lee Noriega. But even just because the fact that you know doesn't let you win against these. Weapons without a human piloting them. Those are no longer weapons. They're simply machines for slaughter. I won't accept the existence of such devices. Sex Marquise, do you intend to betray us? The fact that you would even develop machines like that is the greatest betrayal against all humanity. Mobile dolls. I shall destroy them myself. Captain Zex. He's lost all hesitation due to his rage, huh? I suppose I'm the one who's in the wrong for needlessly worrying about him. Zex Marquise. Hero. I shall fight when my heart commands me here. I don't really know what's happening, but I guess we can afford to leave him alone? Problem is, the two units leading those mobile dolls. All units, be sure to cover each other's blind spots. It'll be dangerous if you just think of those unmanned units we fought till now. Now, let's begin the fighting. We'll teach you the limits of human capabilities. With us mobile dolls and innovators. Don't let Hero or Zex die.
Still not the end of stage.
And quickly, yeah, eliminate all enemies. So let's quickly check the Ptolemies and see what the new enemies are. We have...
A new returner and regen revive?
No.
No,
we do not have a true returner. No, a new returner here. We have Revive, Revival, and Bring Stabity.
Ah.
Yes. We have the Gadessa with Revive. Has energy recover. Or a bit of HP. GN Vulcan.
GN Missile.
GN... Yeah, probably GN Missile Launcher. Triple Rifle. And GN Mega Launcher. And then we have the Galazzo with Bring Stabity. Support attack. Level 3.
Ribbons
GN
is a
Field.
Great dad.
And Ian and energy recover. GN Vulcans and GN Claw. What pretty claws. And then there's all the Tauruses.
Tauruses. The greatest
And we have
of enemies.
Zex Marquise on our side.
You think you can hit me?
Not a chance. No one can win against Chirico. Or almost no one. And so he'll just keep going.
Okay, this person can actually hit Chirico.
Yes. Drones clearly were not a thing back at the time Votoms came out. I'm certain there would have been plenty if there were. Because I'm certain they would have had quite a few drones in the Astragas Galaxy Wars had they known what they were.
They didn't have drones, but they had something vaguely better that's mentioned precisely once and never talked about again.
What?
You can remote control dog-type units. You can remote control several armored troopers.
Okay.
They never mentioned this again after it's used once.
Okay.
Oh my. It actually hit.
One, that hurt. But not as bad as I'd thought. And two, what on earth was with that blast? It was just wrong, the way it spread out after leaving the barrel. That just strikes me as not being right. Thunder Flash! Microwave weapons screwing drones up.
Yeah, that sounds alright.
So, does that mean that the best tactic to use against them would be just to have the DX stand in their middle and activate the satellite cannon? Not even fire it, but just activate it?
Probably.
Just have the microwaves called down?
Alright, I was going to show you. In the proud tradition of full armor Gundams that never actually existed.
The full armor Mark II?
Yes.
What's with that wingbinder like shield?
I don't know.
Okay, full armor Mark II Gundam. That's
the proud tradition of these things never make it out of the design stage.
For good reason most of the time. Have a 40% chance of hitting Chirico.
Gotta say, that's impressive in a bad way.
Mm-hmm. If you have any weekend, you could, I was going to say if you have any weekend, you could have him kill one of those, and then try and target those, plus revive.
Well, no, that won't work.
Oh, because he's already done one.
So I'm just going to,
Try not to kill Chirico.
yeah. Chirico dies, it's not the end of the world, but...
It will hurt. Alright, Zero. Make sure not to screw up. Chirico's an old friend of yours, okay? I really think that with Zero's calculation skills, it should be one of those map attacks that doesn't hit allies.
I've never heard of any of those other than Kira. Nope.
You killed Chirico. Well done. How do you feel?
Like I've just lost about 1/8 of the combat force?
Zex, what can you do?
You don't have Accelerate.
No, he does not. Not in this one.
That's like the one thing you're good for.
Melee.
Sure, go ahead and get a kill.
Trays. Is the reason you sent me after the LS because you knew of these? Was everything in your calculations already, Trays? The relationship between us is going to end here! I'm surprised it doesn't have a beam saber.
It's better than the Epion.
Epion's heat rods.
The Epion that's nothing but melee.
Oh, that's the bit you were talking about. Yeah, I thought you were saying something about the, heat rod attack. Not quite in sync.
No, I was going with Godmars since I was moving to Godmars.
Yeah, I could not tell that at all. Final Godmars. Low on health, that's good. Good not to have the enemy bosses with too much health. Compared to not doing anything at all, that would be a good option. But, oh, yeah. He needs it. He actually needs healing. Always best to heal people who actively need it. If you have the option.
Oh, Esther's there.
Yeah. What were you looking for?
Esther.
Okay.
Since I have 2 healers on the field.
Yeah. 2 healers and 2 resupply units. 3 resupply units.
2.5.
3 units capable of resupplying. How's that?
Just check on
At least move, you know, the wing and the Zeta.
Yeah. Everyone else pretty much is.
Oh, he can actually attack something. Beam confused.
You need to resupply Zeta.
Crow. You got Crow as well there. Just going to abandon Crow.
For now, yes.
Oh, hey.
Yep, you're
Look
dead.
at that.
The power of being a new type versus a fake invade.
Yep. Yep. The fakes will never win against the reals when it comes to psychic powers of new types and the like. Goodbye, Revival.
I hope to never see you again.
But you will. This humiliation, I'll be sure to pay it back!
Man, you just disintegrated.
High power radar. That was pretty fun. Next time we meet, I'll fight for real. There's another unit rapidly approaching this area. It's a single one. Reinforcements from the Outlaws? But if it's only a single one... You little brat. That Gundam... Has been revived from the thrones? Don't tell me he was alive. Haliel Sarchez? Hey there, brat from Cruges. But... This year I got sliced in half. I couldn't live with just taking that guy's life. Who the hell is that? His name's Haliel Sarchez. He's the one who killed Lock-on... My brother? Yeah, that's right. It was in the fight against him that Lock-on... Haliel Sarchez, you! Don't be so hasty. After all, I went ahead and brought you a present here. That should arrive any moment now.
Bjarlant Customs? Or just Bjarlants?
Bjarlants. Those are... Bjarlants and Gelsgaes? What's wrong? Do you know what the hell those things are? Those new things are? Those aren't new at all. Those are units from our world. What? You surprised? They're a present from our boss. Make sure to enjoy them. And by the way, these are those mobile doll thingies too. You won't get away lightly if you treat them as such. Hey you! Why the hell do you have mechs from our world? Who cares about something like that? After all, I just want to enjoy this fight. What shall we do, Miss Sumeragi? The fight against mobile dolls, if it winds up being protracted, we'll be in danger. 3 minutes. We can only fight for the next 3 minutes here. So that'll be our limit, huh? Quit yammering on! And I'm more than willing to take you out. You. Now let's start it! We've both got guns here, so this should be interesting! So... Victory conditions. Destroy all enemies, or have 3 turns pass since the Arch Gundam appears. The Arch Gundam.
Arch.
So.
I've always just considered it Arc.
So this'll be fun. I'm actually happy you left some people behind. You're gonna need them.
Yeah, I don't care about one kill.
Because you have Bjarlants and others. All these poor fools, but too many AIs on the battlefield right now.
Why are all of you targeting the Grand Knights?
Because they're weak. They're a pitiful and weak and good target. Here you go.
Alright, so... Resuppliers are going to be important here. Actually, I should turn combat animation off for the next one of these. Yarlets. They're an interesting unit. Okay, that's right. HP 5 is not strong enough. No, stop doing that. You don't need that.
Handgun. The greatest of weapons. Yes, just standard Bjarlants. So how will you deal with this war on two fronts? Well, it's mostly on one front now, as you've taken care of most of the Tauruses. Ooh.
There's really nothing good for Lelouch to do at this point.
Yeah. Yeah.
On the other hand, Grand Knights are needed over here.
Zeta needs energy.
Zeta needs energy. Grand Knights need healing. Sayaka needs levels.
That's pretty much how it is. There's going to be a support defense from that Taurus.
Yeah, I noticed.
Lovely. Beam rifle. Haven't seen the Destiny's beam rifle much. It doesn't look good.
That is a very faint green.
Very different from the color we've come to expect from beams.
Especially from Seed.
Yes, that's what I meant. Subspace beam. They're almost out of energy too.
Yep, but I'm gonna go all out.
Alright.
Just to be absolutely certain that nothing goes wrong.
Versus a GN Claw. Chop down. Pierce straight through the GN field.
Okay.
Shrink. GN Claws. Not quite what I was expecting, but... as I said, they need energy. Boulder Missile!
I don't know
I
if
don't know
I've
we've
actually
ever
ever
seen
used
this.
this. Definitely not.
Okay.
That was not what I was expecting. But that was the damage I was expecting. Or about.
Yeah. The Invades do not tend to talk about the fact that they can, download into new bodies, but I can very much picture one of them laughing at Ryoma as he's beating them up about the fact that this is completely pointless. It's just like, wasn't that nice? That means I can pound you down next time, too. Just evil grin. Well, wasn't that overkill? You could take out Ring Stabity.
Yeah. What I want to do
Let's get the kill with...
although
Because extra money.
I think this should work.
We shall see.
So he's got a fair chance of working.
Can you take them down, Alto?
Akarasu, does that carry over?
What?
Just wondering about whether one upgrade carries over. I'm guessing it probably doesn't.
Depends what you're talking about. See, I think, yeah, that... Yep.
No, it does not, sadly.
From what to what?
I was wondering if the Black Getter got the upgrades of the Shin.
Or near you. Well, yeah, because you have them at the same time. Huh? You guys are better than I'd thought. I'm looking forward to meeting again. And while we're here, why don't we just see what the hell is up with Eliel Sarches? He has Ultimate, Will Limit Break, Ignore Size, Counter level 6, Prevail level 7, Guard. Energy Recover. He has the Jian Fangs, Jian Buster Sword Rifle Mode, and Jian Buster Sword.
The reason why I
Charming.
like it.
Charming. Flesh Edge. Oh no. But it'll get taken out.
Yeah, it'll get taken out regardless.
Thanks to Crow. What did Shin just get? Okay. Ignore Size and Defense. Hi Claire, you're late today. How are you, girl? How is my Claire? Come here, Grey Cat. Hello. My old cat has shown up.
What are these things?
They're Gilsgiz, which I believe are from Seed. Or Seed Destiny.
At least it's not a strike dagger.
Which is really just, you know, a strike with a GM head. Oh yeah, they're those ones.
Oh, those ones. Yeah.
As soon as you saw the spider body, you recognized it.
It's quite distinctive, after all.
Mm-hmm. Did you see that? Even I can do things when I need to.
I can't
Please
think
note
of
they have a barrier.
anyone else that's... any other group that's stupid enough to make something that looks like this.
They have a barrier and a lot of HP. Because what could be better?
First.
Oh yes, Setsuna needed healing.
Oh god, Setsuna don't die.
Well, it doesn't matter if Setsuna dies. It matters if Hero dies.
No, it does matter if Setsuna dies. Because that's one less target to draw.
Eliel searches his fire.
Yeah.
You're smelling particularly, not fresh today, miss.
Right, I don't have that yet.
And the
Wait,
Gelsgiz...
I'm sorry.
The Gelsgiz have support defense.
Okay, no, I thought he was able to hit me from that range.
No.
I was going to say, I'm sorry, what? Oh yeah, that actually worked.
Yep. Will up.
Oh, no. It's not even worth trying.
Yeah, maybe. If you wanted to deny that Gel's get its support defense, that other people could actually hit him.
Yeah, I can always use wall.
Yeah. But also, you have to actually hit for the support defense.
If only.
Mm-hmm. Wall, focus, luck.
Of course he gets luck.
Yep. His ace command is that he gets luck applied to him every turn.
Yep. Your cat is drooling.
Well, she does that from time to time.
She's been doing that more recently.
She is quite old. Quite old for a cat. And you're in severe need of cleaning, miss. I'm sorry to say. But it is the truth.
Isn't that just the greatest attack? Use your armor as a weapon and then bail out?
Well, I mean, if it works.
At least dealt damage.
Theorka, it's just like you hit it with a pebble. Get out of my way, giant. The archer looks like it's also in that category of units that don't have feet. Doesn't it?
The arc? It's not the jagged arc. Yeah, it's definitely in that category.
Kind of. I mean, it's kind of got some feet. So with a 4, you could punch. Nah. At least he doesn't heal.
And
Buster
has
sword
all
rifle.
the most important skills. Pretty much.
As it's singing. 命の木の下でこちらたちの声の遠い残響二人で聞いた泣きしたものすべて愛したものすべてこの手に抱きしめて今はどこさまよいくの
Slightly better damage than I was expecting.
And now you have ignore defensive skills.
You're running low on energy.
Mm-hmm. And you have no one who can...
Let's clear what I must do. Can't use it. Just barely.
I don't think that'll be enough, sadly.
I don't quite think it'll be enough either, but it's worth a shot.
Nope,
Oh,
nope, it
was.
did it.
Pleasantly surprised.
God Beast mode. Engage.
Look on! And,
Wall.
wall. Yeah, wall. Don't also have flash.
No, you do not.
Because flash is on Ada.
Sorry, but this is where we say goodbye. Activate everything you've got.
And guess what episode of their 12-episode run they get the God Beast mode?
Episode 10.
9. Can you guess what episode they get?
Max
Max
God?
God.
10.
It's either 10 or 11, and I believe it is 10. So it gets precisely one episode.
Mm-hmm. Which is part of why you would lose it after you upgrade.
I'll go for it.
Sure, Crow. I mean, you're taking out all the All-Star chess. War, huh? War, huh? Even if you take someone out, even if you kill someone or get killed, it's not as if it's a place you can bear a grudge. You. It seems like you can get along with me somewhat. But for someone like you who's fighting a war just for fun, one of my precious friends got killed. I couldn't. Someone like you just pisses me off. Prepare yourself, precious mercenary, as representative of all ZEXIS. I'll take you out! This will be a touchdown.
Barrier. Of course there'll be a touchdown, you're a Chicago
He doesn't
fan.
have a barrier.
Really?
No.
Actually surprised. He's at least got... Crow at least has strong luck, right?
Yep.
So at least some bonus money.
20%. And an auto repair machine.
Nice. Not as useful as a,
DM armor, but just barely. It's gotta be like this. I knew it. Fighting against you all is the best. Are you still going on about that? Make sure you don't lose to those puppets. You're my prey after all.
all that's left is, I believe, 2 mobile dolls and a few things off to the right.
Yeah. 2 Tauruses and then stuff off to the right. Well done, Alto. There's all the stuff on the left taken care of.
It's not like he's gonna get anywhere. Let's just enter.
The Bjarland's going off to check.
No! God! No. Bad Crow. You don't need spigots to kill them.
Oh no. King Gainer is running out of attacks. King Gainer's greatly running out of attacks. Overfreeze Bolt. Thank God you've got a lot of those.
It should have a lot of overfreeze bullets left at least.
Yes, but that doesn't work when it's right next to you. So, you do what you can. Gotta put an end to things this turn.
Who has trust?
Sumeragi.
Triaging.
Looks
We'll
like
give
the
the most-
DX.
That was a mistake. Oh,
The DX or the Dan Cougar need it the most.
can at least repair the Baldios. And you can go over to repair the Dan Cougar.
Well done. A couple of things down, a couple of things up. That should be more than enough. Since the Aquarian is a good unit to ace. One of the strongest.
Land. Yes, for once I actually want to land.
Because of how little...
Because with flying, I wouldn't have been able to do that.
Glorious.
And... yeah, maybe kill?
Maybe. Yep. No,
Yeah.
just barely not.
Hey, King Gainer, you get a kill.
That should be an end. Yep. You've confirmed that all enemies have been destroyed.
Looks like we're only going lightly over now, so we should be back to being able to do 2.
However, we've sustained quite a bit of damage to all units, and our pilots are pretty exhausted. Issue command for all units to return. Wait a minute! Further enemy reinforcements are appearing! Fun. You've got to be kidding. This is seriously getting troublesome. On top of having high numbers, unlimited violence, machines just for slaughter. Trace! Is this the truth you wanted me to see? That guy, what the hell is he trying to do? Don't tell me. Trace, if this is what you truly thought, then I'll have to respond to it. As if dolls like you could win a soldier's pride like mine. Trace! My old friend. And this relation of ours will last until my mask breaks. Trace. I couldn't remain your friend. Farewell, Trace! Zex. That guy. He broke through the enemy army? He's created a hole in their ranks. All units! Swiftly escape! At this rate, we'll lose. At the very least, I'll destroy this base. That mobile suit. Let's see. Does it tend to blow itself up and ignite all the other engines in the base? Shoot it! Hurry up and stop him! Just a little bit more. Just give me a little longer. So this will be my grave. That's as far as you go. You can't die yet. Draw Barton.
A small cost.
Hero didn't come back? He was definitely with us until we were escaping the base. Don't tell me that, hero guy. He stayed back at the base to let us get away? Damn it! What the hell is he thinking? Don't worry about him. But it'll be fine. I'm sure that guy will be alive. Why do you know that? It's not something that I know or something. Come on, I understand the way you're feeling, but just calm down. He's the kind of guy who will do what needs to be done when the time comes. Besides, if he wound up blowing self-destructing in order to let us escape, I'm sure he'll have survived it. But there wasn't any explosion confirmed at this base. In other words, he didn't self-destruct. If that's the case, he's definitely still alive, right? Well, in his case, he's the kind of guy who wouldn't die even if you blew him up. Well, if someone like you who's known him the longest says that, I guess all we can do is agree to it. But that guy, there's a possibility he got captured. Well, I guess we'll just ask Wang Yu Mei to investigate that. What we need to think about right now is about those mobile doll weapons and the innovators who were giving the orders to them. About those mobile dolls, there are a number of points we already know. Sumeragi, are you acquainted with the commander of that base? Yes. Of course, when it comes to that, I don't intend to talk about my private life. And let's ask a different question. Why do you know about those mobile dolls? Because the combat theory of mobile dolls is something that I created. What? Sumeragi is the inventor of the mobile dolls? Back at that time, I was studying combat tactics in college. My grad thesis at the time was on combat tactics and projected casualties for unmanned combat units. Unmanned combat units? After I graduated, I wound up taking a job of tactical advisor for the AU, and with the backing of Oz, I wound up advancing research on mobile dolls. Of course, even though the theories had been perfected, the technology itself wasn't available yet. As a result, most of it was left up to manned machines. Then, Sumeragi Lee Noriega. I'm fine, Setsuna. After all, I decided I would face up to my past. At one of the mobile dolls' activation tests, that wound up happening. One of the mobile dolls wound up mistaking their targets and going on a rampage. As a result, the Allied forces that were participating in the test were completely annihilated. And a number of my friends, people who were very precious to me, wound up dying there. Miss Sumeragi, something like that happened? As a result of that, the mobile doll project was shelved, and I wound up leaving the EU's army. And then you wound up joining Celestial Being. In order to try and end wars more quickly, I wound up trying to develop unmanned machines in order to lessen human casualties. But that was a mistake. Since wars are something that are started by humans, they need to be something that's carried out by humans until the very end. At the very least, humans need to be the ones that can stop them. But in the end, that research wound up being picked up by the Federation military and perfected, huh? Yes. And since the technology and theories were put together, their tactical results were exactly as my theory had predicted. Now if they're able to develop a special unit specifically for the use of mobile dolls, the entire plan will be completed. But why would the ALOS have units from our world? Were they developed from the data that was left behind in our Gundams? Let's see. With just the data left behind, that would be completely impossible. They'd have to have used some way to actually get their hands on some real units. Could they have picked up some models that got trapped in a dimensional quake and remodeled them? Even if we knew the answer, it's pointless to think about that. Problem is, how can we beat the guys who have them? If it comes down to that, we'd have to... I guess those innovator guys who brought them along are the key, huh? Cheerio? Listen to me, everyone. Those innovators themselves are the ones who are acting behind the scenes of the Federation and controlling this world. Why would you know that? Back at that party in the Chinese Federation, I met him. What? That man is an artificial life form that was created by Veda. An artificial life form? So some sort of remodeled human? So he's the one who's controlling the A-Laws and stole Veda as well? So he's the guy who's cooperating with that Alejandro Corner too? Yes. He's all that innovator. He's the one who created the 3 Gundam thrones for their armed intervention. The one who created the false GN drives to give to the GNXs as well. In other words, he's the one who wound up twisting Julius Schoenberg's plan. It's thanks to him that Lock-On, Chris and Rahidi, oh... Tyria. You were making contact with them at that party? Why didn't you say something important like that until now? They claimed that they were carrying on Eolia's plan. If that was the truth, then the fact that we were fighting against their pawns, the A-Laws, were a problem. But something like that... I know! They're fighting in a way that wraps up the civilians in it. There's no way... I don't think there's any way that a method like that could be able to bring about peace. We'll destroy it. Setsuna? We'll defeat the A-Laws and wipe out the innovators. That's my will. You're as simple as always, Setsuna. But let's go along with that. I agree. I'll do it. So long as I get paid. Stop there. Yeah. You really are a miser, aren't you? So, Tieria, what do you think? My heart's already resolved. Even if you don't say it, we all know, Tieria. You're our ally, after all. Yes. But the situation is fierce. Those mobile dolls and the innovators are both enemies that we can't hope to match at this... We couldn't hope to have matched. Although, with this fight, we were probably able to take out a good chunk of their forces. At any rate, it's unlikely they'll be able to immediately attack the Chinese Federation. Let's see. Well then, in order to avoid our enemy's eyes, we ought to hide ourselves for a little bit. Think about what to do from now on. That's right. Let's go ahead and talk with Zero and Captain Jeffrey in order to decide our route. Sumeragi, we've received a transmission. Can you please come back to the bridge? Is it from Zero about our next plan? No. It's from Mr. Banjo Haran. That guy? Banjo. I'd heard he was working as a member of the Takeda General Company. Let's see. According to what Wada said, he was trying to hunt down new partners for them, but hadn't had any contact for a while. Since it's him, I mean, he's made contact with us, there's got to be some sort of important information. But I'm so upset. We had to run away from the A-Laws. But we were able to see who's in charge of them. This will change things from here on out. What do we do about Oz, then? With what Miss Sumeragi was saying before, the mobile doll research should have been carried out by Oz, but they were being used by A-Laws here. The fact that Commander Zex was working with the A-Laws of his own accord is a trouble as well. Looks like at this rate, the A-Laws are going to wind up completely swallowing Oz. It would be nice. It'd be nice if the Oz and A-Laws if the members of Oz were able to stop the A-Laws from running rampant afterwards, but I don't think we can expect that. But if our enemies are united into one place, it'll be that much easier to take them out. Let's just think of it like that. Mannequin. You were also there when Emilio died. You should definitely know how terrifying it is. People who'd use those mobile dolls. Even so, you intend to fight for the A-Laws? Back to France. Oz headquarters. The information of the victory at Hanabard base should have already reached your ears. The mobile dolls we developed have the ability to bring peace to this country. Peace to this world. Now is the time. For the sake of the entire world, we should join hands with the A-Laws and bring eternal peace to this planet. Trays. Oz and the A-Laws are going to join together. We'd like to request that you serve as their vice captain and assist Homer Katagiri. So you've fallen this far at the very end, What do you mean? Duke Del Mayu. I cannot accept the path that the Rumfeller Foundation has decided to walk alongside the A-Laws. What? That which has led this world so far and continued on is the countless and incredibly deep and complex feelings of humans. See. We're able to express how weighty life is and bring meaning back to a lost soul. What I believe is most necessary for humans is not an absolute victory, but the act of fighting. That passionate soul. However, the A-Law's methods, which drag in innocent civilians and steal away others' lives. See? And the mobile dolls, heartless unmanned killing machines. Do you not think there will be something that will leave an indelible stain on the history and culture of this world? However, thanks to that farce, a warrior who has transcended even my greatest of ideals was born. He does not seek out the validation of others, and without any reservations continues down the path that he has chosen, continuing to fight. Let's see. Important line. That dedication of his shall never be rewarded. In other words, he shall be a loser. Let's see. Along the long history of victors in battle, there are always losers who shall be needed. And the young perish in the midst of the losers. Trace, what are you trying to say? I wish to be a loser. Let's see. Well then, if that's the case, the Rumfeller Foundation. And if that's the case, then the Rumfeller Foundation shall take away your powers. As the world is now, that which is desired is only an overwhelming victory. Understood. Let's see. I believe it should be, we do owe you a debt for everything you've done until now. As a result, she'll merely have you placed under house arrest at the Rumfeller Foundation's headquarters. I shall gratefully accept this. Even if a gun is able to pierce through an enemy and kill him, something such as... No. A gun that is only for killing other humans, even if it is able to defeat its enemy, it shall not move me. Those pilots of the Gundams... Zex and ZEXIS. What is important? What is most important? What is most important is not victory. It's freedom and heart. May your future be filled with blessings. As headquarters, this has become something quite incredible. To think that Duke Delmai would wind up taking away Trace's power like that. Even if you say that, Your Highness, wasn't everything as you had predicted? Allow me to hear your opinion of matters, Canon. Well then, as pathetic as it may be, allow me to explain my reasoning. To begin with, you wound up telling Trace about the fact that Duke Zelmai was communicating with the innovators. To top it off, you leaked the information about mobile doll development. I cannot help but think that you probably predicted Trace would act this way upon learning of this. As expected of you, Canon. You do at least understand a little bit. However, was this truly all right? Was he not your one and only friend in this world? Even now, those feelings have not changed. However, as one who shall protect this world, rather than personal opinions, rather than personal feelings, there are far more important things I must place emphasis on. I can understand what Trace thought, and there are many things I do agree with him on. However, as Duke Zelmayu said, what this world desires now is an overwhelming victor. And that is the innovators and the A-Laws. Exactly right. The Emperor himself has already accepted the innovators' existence. See? Completely separate from personal feelings, this world must become a loser. No, must not be allowed to lose. What shall happen from now on? There's no need for me to move. Once Oz has been absorbed, the innovators will have control of this world as they wish. We lost a valuable pawn, but the king is still free. Is that correct? I didn't think of him as just a pawn. However, however, those meteors. Understood. I'll have Vogue and the Trauma machines begin in research as well. Well then, it's about time to head off to Duke Zelmayu's conference. Now that the Duke has lost Trace as well, he's likely to be fairly nervous. I must support him here and now. As terrifying and secretive as a devil, and yet as kind as an angel, you truly are terrifying, Your Highness. Commander Trace. It's exactly as you heard before. As of today, I've been expelled from Maz and ordered to placed under house arrest. Oz is going to be joining with the A-Laws, and someday that name itself shall disappear into the annals of history. Although, since Oz has lost all of its main members, Oz is already dead, I believe. Is it in preparation for this day that you allowed ZEXIS to escape? It was a final favor to an old friend. I don't think that even Schneasel was able to predict that much. Commander Quattro, I've prepared documents for you if you wish them. By which, I've prepared information on where Amuro Ray is being kept. I don't know why or how, but he's currently where the innovators are. Innovators. The people that are controlling this world from the shadows. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to grab a hold of their location at the moment. Anything more than this is something you'll have to find out on your own. Understood. In addition, in order to make your movements easier, I've prepared licensure documentation for you. With this, you should at least have a minimum degree of freedom guaranteed. I give you my thanks, Commander Trace. But watch careful. The darkness in the A-laws is deep indeed. If people do not realize the beauty and glory of being a loser, this world will likely be swallowed by it all. Allow me to ask one last thing of you. Even if you understood all of that, why did you not cause something on your own? My hands are far too dirtied already. I do not have the right to do so. Quattro Bagina. I have different expectations and hopes I've pinned on you than I have on ZEXIS. Don't toy with me like that. After all, I'm the same as you. And that's exactly why I asked you to why you stayed with me. But you'll be able to overcome those walls and advance even further than I did. Quattro Bagina, I have one last request for you. Not an order, but a request, huh? I'm not the commander of Oz anymore. After all, I have no right to give you orders. I do have quite a debt towards you. If it's possible, I'll try and take care of it. So,
Clear.
That's the end of that. It's 5:30, so we went a ways over, but not as bad as it could have been.
I would save first, then we'll save.
Alright, so,
It's not high enough.
I hope you all have been enjoying this here so far. Let me see here. As we had a couple of interesting things happen today. So, when we come back on Monday, we'll have to make, not immediately, but we will have to make a decision on the route split. After the first chapter, we decide, do we go to the Dark Continent to see the Shin Getter story and the Gurren Lagann story? Or do we go up into space to see Gundam Wing and Macross Frontier and 7? Please do vote in the poll we've put here, or feel free to let us know on the day of, as we'll have time. So, I hope you all have enjoyed this, and we will see you next Monday. Until then, have a great weekend, everyone.
See you.